Everybody, it's been a very, very long wait, but welcome back to Wise Talk with CaBreon Wise. It has been far too long. I am joined by Wise Media Network's Chief Creative Officer and Executive Producer of Wise Talk, Ben Doherty. Ben, how is everything?
Everything's pretty great. Great start to the summer. Get an episode going.
Yep, absolutely. And we're not going to waste any time, but we're going to head straight into last night where the Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the San Antonio Spurs 122-113 to tie the series. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way with 34 and 9. Contributions from Caruso, Cason Wallace, and a very touchy Isaiah Hartenstein also. Wemby gave you 21, 17, and 6. Stephon Castle with 25, 5, and 8.
And
9 turnovers.
And 9.
Yep. And 9. Yep. So let's break it all down, Ben. How, watching this game, what stuck to your mind?
I feel like this was the game that looked like what everyone thought game one was going to be. Like, Chet didn't play great, but he played pretty good for Wemby being his other half. But, I mean, the Thunder were even more physical than they were in game one, which you wouldn't think was possible. Hartenstein taking Wemby for a good portion of the game instead of Caruso guarding him in crunch time made a big difference. Stephon Castle, 9 turnovers, probably the highlight of the game. Because, I mean, if you're a guy in the playoffs, first big playoff game or big playoff series, and you're looking at 25, 5, and 8 on 10 of 17 shooting, that's fantastic. And then you go to the 9 turnovers, and it all just falls apart. Getting De'Aaron Fox back will help with that, obviously. Him taking a share of the ball, or just giving Dylan Harper the ball more will help with that. Either of those things. But I don't know. I feel like this is the game that everyone thought game one was going to be until Wemby shocked the world. Shai played how Shai plays. Wemby still played good. Obviously took a step back from game one, but still played great. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. What stuck in my mind before is I try not to do this. I really, really try not to do this, but I just can't help. Isaiah Hartenstein was the biggest reason why the Thunder won yesterday. And it was not because he played great defense. No. The NBC continuously played a foul highlight package on Hartenstein guarding Wemby. He's pulling him, holding his right or left arm whatever time he needs to. He's fucking tugging Stephon Castle's hair in midair. So I really try not to complain about the officiating unless it becomes a problem, and this further proves the NBA casual fan base point regarding Oklahoma City and the officiating, because I do agree last series against the Lakers, I believe it was either game 2 or 3, in which the officiating, it just seemed completely one-sided to Oklahoma City. And it kind of felt that way, especially in the first half, because that was when Hartenstein was doing the peak of pulling and pushing and holding. And that, I really just could not really sit with that. I posted the officiating was pissing me off, and I put Tony Brothers and the entire officiating crew on under surveillance. But to the game itself, SGA had to answer the call after Wemby gave you one of the greatest postseason performances you would probably ever see. One of the greatest I've definitely seen in my lifetime. That was an amazing game, game one. But Shai answered the call. Now, 30 on 24 shots, you would say, but I don't really look at it as that 56.3 true shooting percentage is fine. So Didn't get to the free throw line that much, only 6 free throw attempts. Shea's probably not going to shoot well from 3 this series either.
I mean,
so
that's 24 or 12 for 24 from the field for 30 points doesn't look great until you realize he didn't hit a 3. So 50% from the floor, shooting a lot of mid-range shots. You got to the rim when he needed to. For 50%, like that's good. That's good. There's no hurt there. Yeah, 24 shots doesn't look good, but that's the modern NBA talking, where we want 30 points on 15 shots because you're hitting 8 threes.
yeah.
So that makes a little difference there. I think something really big to look at. The Thunder, obviously, Jalen Williams getting hurt makes a difference in this game. The Thunder played 13 people last night.
Yeah.
You don't really have to count Aaron Wiggins because he only played a minute, but everybody else got 9 minutes or more. So you're looking at a true 12-man in the playoffs. It's going to make a huge difference. And San Antonio responded. Cornette got 10 minutes last night, or Carter Bryant 10 minutes last night. Even Jordan McLaughlin, he tried out there for like 6 or 8 minutes, I think, or 7 minutes. And
7 minutes to get you 6 points.
Yeah, and a lot of times in the playoffs in these series, you see teams shorten those rotations. Both these coaches just opened it up and said, hey, we're going to let our guys play their minutes, but we're also going to see what everybody else can do, keep them fresh for down the line, because I think these teams are gearing up for 7. I think that's the idea in this series. Like, hey, we're going to win one, we're going to lose one, we're going to fight it out and see where the distance takes us. And I just see that really interesting because you looked at other games earlier in the playoffs, you're looking at 8-man rotations. You're looking at there's a game with a 7-man in the Cavs, the Knicks series, and now we're attacking a 10-man against a 12-man. That's a fun watch.
Yeah, absolutely. But also another thing to monitor is Dylan Harper because he had a leg injury. He tried to come back, but then a trainer told him go right back to the locker room. So it looks like something maybe definitely wrong, and plus it's a leg, and Dylan Harper is already one of the better rim runners in basketball. So it like taking all of that pressure off of Stephon Castle handling the ball, because have mercy. Castle, extremely talented, but man, is he extremely flawed.
Yeah.
Somebody said he has a little bit of a Russell Westbrook gene.
But he doesn't have the Russell Westbrook speed to make up for it. That's where, like, exactly. Russ used to do that where he'd turn his – Castle did this, that ended up leading to that half-court turnover in crunch time, where you put your back to the basket deep and you just throw the ball over your shoulder and run. Like, you just hard dribble, go, and he tried to do that a couple times and just didn't beat his man. And he's a high dribbler, obviously a lower dribbler than me, but for the NBA, he's a high dribbler. And I see the Russell Westbrook. He has similar tendencies, and if you're going to play like Russ, you can't turn the ball over when you're dribbling because you're going to turn it enough when you swing the ball in the air. You can't lose it on the bounce. And yeah, I don't know. I love Stephon Castle. I think that whole roster is going to go down as the early 2000s, 2010 Spurs at one point, just because every single guy I think is fantastic. Especially if they can get somebody to corner hunt a little better, like a PJ Tucker almost, to just sit in the corner and hit threes instead of Champagnie being there. Again, Champagnie, great basketball player, 8-5-2, 1 for 7 from 3 when probably 5 of his looks were relatively uncontested.
He's actually 4 for 18 from 3 this series.
Yeah, and that's your corner hunter guy. So yeah, I don't know. And what is he in the postseason? He's shooting 40% in the postseason, 32 for 80. So he's just struggling at the start of the series. But I don't know. I think especially Castle and Dylan Harper are going to be great one day alongside Wembanyama. So I think good things are in the future. He just needs to take care of the ball. I think he needs to have a little bit less of the ball. That's also my opinion.
Yeah, that's pretty much when Dylan Harper kicks in. Because once Dylan Harper's progression rises, the ball is going to leave Castle's hands a lot more. But even Wemby. Let's talk about Wemby. Here's the thing. Wemby was still good last night. Even with all the pulling and the pushing, he was good.
Mm-hmm.
But the impact offensively, you could see was a little bit, it wasn't there because it was lesser. Because Wemby only had 2 made field goals in the fourth quarter, 2 for 7. And he played the entire fourth quarter too. So, Hartenstein doing all of the pushing and the pulling and all of that stuff. But, at the same time, I think we both agree Wemby does need to get in that weight room a little more. Because
of course.
The Minnesota series, I saw too much of him being just bitched around. And that led to, the elbow. So
yeah. Well, I think it's the concept of big players don't get called. It's the LeBron syndrome where you're that big, you're not going to get a call. The problem with Wemby is he's that tall, but he is not that big.
Yeah,
he does not have the weight. He does not have the strength. He doesn't have anything to then bump a guy off when he gets pulled or he gets hit. So then he's not getting the calls because he's 7'18", and he's not being able to work through it because he's 52 pounds. So I think what it comes down to is either he's got to start being like Shea, which please don't. But if your 7'5" future face of the league starts falling down, they're gonna have to call something because you can't get hurt. Like you can't have a questionable foul, no foul, and then now that guy's hurt. So if he starts doing that, he's gonna get the calls. Or on the flip side, he's just got to get bigger and maybe losing like a tiny bit of that speed to put like a small gut on him next year. Like obviously we don't want him out of shape, but like just some more weight to throw around. Yeah. And I think this would be the perfect time to throw another elbow. Obviously the league's not going to do anything about it. And pissing me off. So I know repeat offender, more likely to get suspended. But I would still like to just and see what happens. That's just me though, because I don't like a Hartenstein.
I feel you, but at the same time, if it happens second, the NBA is gonna have no choice. If not,
well, I mean, you also have Kelly Olynyk on your bench.
That is very, very true.
He's not gonna play the series. Put him in.
Yeah.
Fire an elbow. Take him out.
Probably send a message.
Yeah, just send a message like, hey, like. You got Bismack Biyombo. You got Mason Plumlee there. I mean, you got guys.
You do have. Yeah. You
might as well.
Yeah, you got disposable bigs. You might as well do it. You only play 2 of them, so.
Yeah.
You might as well do it.
I think another big takeaway from this game, talking about bench guys, is the bench difference. I mean, I know plus minus is kind of a flawed stat because who's playing with who, but the entire San Antonio bench went negative. Only one guy was single digit negative, and that was the oldest 30-year-old in the world, Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
And then you look at the OKC bench, and you got Alex Caruso plus 18, AJ Mitchell plus 11, like Jared McCain plus 9. He played great last night. I don't know who told him he could put up 9 threes in a playoff game, but the fingernails were firing, and he was a fun watch. But I think that's also going to swing the series, how San Antonio's bench can match up with Oklahoma City's bench, because all those guys they have their role, they play it perfectly. San Antonio, their guys coming in, they're like, hey, you might be doing this, you might be doing that. I don't know why Carter Bryant touched the floor in a playoff game. That's just me. He went minus 10 in 10 minutes, 0-1-0. That's impressive. I understand he's just 7 foot tall with 2 7'1" guys and a 7'6" guy pulling rebounds from him, but if you get pulled in the game there, you can't hang 1 rebound in 10 minutes at 7 feet tall. That's unacceptable.
But I thought Carter Bryant did play well in game 1 because he was part of the reason Shea was limited, because it was mainly him, Castle, traps, and then Shea having to meet Wemby at the rim. It was tough for him. But also, like, to your point, those non-Wemby minutes hurt San Antonio huge.
Oh, it was horrible. It was a horrible watch. He came out.
It was
the game
horrible.
just. It was. Yeah.
Because Wemby, he came out. I believe it was in the third quarter.
Yep.
They were down by 4.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City brought it to 12 or 13.
Yeah.
He comes back in. The lead is now back to 2.
Yeah.
2. Then it actually 4 at the end of the third.
And I think you have to look at what type of effect that has on Wemby, where it's every time he sits down, he feels like he's to stand right back up again. And and how that could punish him really as the series goes on. Or he needs his rest, and when he's resting, he needs to be down there. He needs to be letting himself reset. And then if he's always I'm back in 30 seconds, that's tough on a body. That's tough on any body, let alone a 7'6" body. So
yeah. And do you know what that reminds me of? The 2017 NBA Finals. When LeBron was on the court, the game was close.
Yeah.
Then once LeBron was off, even with Kyrie and Kevin Love, the game got out of hand very fast.
I would love to see San Antonio just start parking the bus in the non-Wemby minutes. Kind of like what the Bucks used to do when Giannis would come out. When Giannis would come out of the game, we'd give Chris Middleton the ball. He'd take all 8 seconds in the backcourt. We'd run that off-ball screen swing offense, just cut guys to the basket, and take as many seconds off the shot clock as we can. And on defense, keep them in front of you. Don't go for it. Just slow the game down. How little possessions can we have before we get Wemby back on the floor? I think that's going to work in this series because, nothing else is working when Wemby's off the floor.
Yeah. It's just getting the most of possessions, and you can't give them away.
Yeah.
You can't give them away because the one team that will make you pay for these turnovers is Oklahoma City.
Well, and it feels like OKC, off a turnover, their three-point shooting attributes triple. They're in position, ball hits corner, doesn't matter, contested, uncontested, on the run, off the run. Just it feels like it's going in every time, and all those guys shoot to the moon and down, and it's a horrible watch when you're cheering against them because you know it's going in, you just gotta wait for it, and it's
especially when you're playing them at home.
Oh yeah, that little blue sea behind, yeah, it's rough.
It is very rough, but I don't think San Antonio has much to. Well, Dylan Harper, that's the thing. You got to get one of your guards back. Even though De'Aaron Fox, he has the tendency to give you a shitter, but he has the tendency to do it. But
it's just the left-handed guard syndrome. You get them in the playoffs, and then they don't know what to do.
That's actually very true.
Well, we'll get to Harden.
Yeah. We gonna get it. Actually, as a matter of fact, you want to jump right into it?
Get a couple more points here, then we'll hop into.
Okay, go ahead.
Here.
Okay, go ahead.
Fouls were even 21-21. So they should not have been, especially off-ball fouls. A lot more should have been called, but isn't. Only 18 total fast break points on the game. Which is it's nuts for how these two teams play. With Castle and Vassell and Harper wanting to get out on the run. And then same with OKC, like what we were saying about those fast break points. 10 for San Antonio, 8 for OKC. That's I would have guessed more than that just based off how that game felt. And then San Antonio, 21 turnovers. Oklahoma City, 9.
Yep.
Obviously, until that last one, the backcourt making it 21. But it was 20-9 when the game was a 4-point game. Yeah. And it's just... take care of the ball. You also got to force more than 9 turnovers. It goes both ways. You should be shooting for probably 15 or less, and you should be trying to get 15 or more. And you went 0 for 2 on that front on a 6 swing. And also to that point, 14 live ball turnovers by San Antonio.
Ooh.
Which you'd think you'd give up more than 8 fast break points. So they got back. Great job there. But 14 live ball turnovers is insane.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. You see the blueprint for San Antonio. and you see hope. Obviously, I mean it's 1-1. They're going back home. They did their job. The away team won, but
Yeah.
they have to do these things. It's not like, oh, we might get lucky and play bad and still win. No, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. You have to play damn near perfect. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for game 3. God, I wish it was tonight instead of having to watch that crap fight in New York. But that's just, anyways. We can talk about that crap fight now.
Yeah, but one more point before we move on to that. I mean, you would think San Antonio would win this game when you look at the efficiency. They beat them in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage. Oklahoma City shot more free throws, but San Antonio only missed 2.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City missed 5. So, and in the margins, was the margins really? That's when Oklahoma City had them beat 21-9, obviously. But
yeah. Well, and sorry, I'm really delaying the New York here, but with that, I mean, you're looking at Oklahoma City took 10 more field goals. They took 4 less threes, so like that doesn't make a difference. But those 10 field goals make a huge difference because it allows you to shoot a full percentage less and win the game. Because you're shooting worse, but you're making 4 more, and those 4 field goals is that 9-point difference.
Yep.
And it's just take care of the ball.
Yeah, you gotta take care of the ball. That's the number one rule in all of basketball. If you ask me,
I didn't realize this until I'm looking at the stuff. 32, yeah, right. 33 offensive rebounds combined.
Oh wow.
30. Yeah. About a third of the offensive rebounds were offensive. San Antonio had 16 offensive rebounds. OKC had 17 offensive rebounds. What the hell?
Wow. I guess that would explain the efficiency.
Yeah, but those are some of the most ridiculous numbers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, there were less than 100 total boards. There were 99 rebounds charted in the game. And 33 of them, so exactly 1/3 of them were offensive. Let's put a little compare here.
Yeah, and Hartenstein had 13 rebounds, but 8 of them were offensive rebounds.
Yeah. For comparison, there were 110 rebounds in the game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and 20 of them were offensive.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's double the percentage. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Jesus Christ.
We got to look at that on Friday, because I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, I just hope that I get back home Friday, home in time, because I have pious responsibilities that day.
Oh, it might be a sick day. Who knows?
No, actually not. I'm one of the alumni coordinates for graduation. So.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Probably not a sick day.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but congrats to the class of 2026. No. Yeah. 6. Congrats to them.
Meh.
Well, those were our first freshmen that we covered, though. So
They were.
They have a little space in my heart.
Oh, we didn't cover any of them. None of them were playing.
Well, a little bit of Dre, Gabe Vincent.
They didn't play until their sophomore year, right? No,
no, they didn't play in their sophomore year, but those were the people that we were keeping our eye on.
I guess. I'm with you.
So, shout out to them. So,
shout out. Yeah, good for the boys.
Yeah. All right. Now, I've been waiting on this. I have been waiting on this.
I'm gonna delay you just a little bit longer.
Okay.
Shout out the Pius Boats baseball team who gave up 43 runs.
Oh, whoa. Rebuilding stage.
Building stage.
New head coach.
Rebuilding stage. CaBreon, they gave up 43 runs.
Rebuilding stage. That entire team is new. Rebuilding stage, new coach, new AD.
I don't care if
Most of the players
I
are
don't care if you're
playing
rebuilding a
baseball for the
Make-A-Wish
first
team.
time.
I don't care if you're rebuilding a Make-A-Wish team. You gave up 43 goddamn runs in a baseball game. If you give up 43 runs in a football game, you have bad defense. I mean, you give up 43 points in a basketball game and a half. That's bad defense. These boys went out there and had 43 hung on their heads by a team that, yeah, they got some good guys. I know a good amount of them, but hey, this isn't the Pewaukee Pirates of old. This is, I mean, they're playing great, but this isn't the D1 stardom Pewaukee Pirates. This isn't we got 8 guys committed to college next year Pewaukee Pirates. This is the modern day Pirates. The Dobersteins are great coaches. They're not 43 runs great coaches.
I understand. I understand. But Pewaukee is 21-2.
They are. I'm aware. Like I said, they're playing great. They're playing great.
They're still in that.
A big part of that 21-2 is they took the schedule down a little bit. The Woodland is taking a step back as well.
That's true.
But still, though, again, none of the numbers matter except for one, and that's 43.
I get it, but like most of that entire roster is playing baseball for the first time.
True, and this is also coming off the year where they beat the Pewaukee Pirates for the first time since it would have been 2018.
Yeah,
they beat them last year, and then you come in this year.
But you had some guys that played baseball, and then you got a Hall of Fame coach. Shout out Kevin. So
still though, I don't give a damn.
I understand, but we got to win on the roster. So on the schedule. So
let's play a fun game here. The last, let's see, 2, 5, 13, 16, 26, 28, 29, 31, 38. You would have to go back to May 7th. I believe that's 14 games, maybe 13 games. Since the Cubs totaled 43 points.
Damn.
Or runs, sorry, we got to throw runs out there because it's baseball.
Yeah. Runs.
Like, I can't accept it. I can't look at that with any look on my face and be like, yeah, that's acceptable.
I understand. I understand. It's not, but at the same time, patience is needed with this program.
A lot of patience.
Patience is needed.
A lot of patience. A lot of patience with a lot of the programs. But anyways, let's talk about the Knicks.
Alrighty. Do you want to go first?
We're both starting in the same spot, so. Actually, no. Let's start with Kenny Atkinson. Let's go to the only other. The only other guy that we could blame.
Oh yeah, sure.
Call a fucking timeout.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't get it. You had 2. Like, it's not even you only had 1. You had 2 timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
During a chunk of that run, and you watched New York make 8 of the 9 made field goals. Actually, I take it back. No. New York made 8 straight field goals because Harden made 1 free throw in the middle of that, and just didn't call a timeout. And that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I don't get that, but and then obviously the bigger problem, the huge problem, the only problem, James Harden. We'll read the box score first. To 15-4-3, 15-4-3, 5 for 16 from the floor. Bad. 1 for 8 from 3, 12.5%. Beautiful from the kid. 4 for 6 from the line. Both misses were in the fourth quarter. 5 fouls, 1 steal, 1 block, 6 turnovers. and a -6 plus minus. Which coming into that fourth quarter was I believe a positive 19 plus minus until it all fell apart.
In horrific fashion.
I mean, and if you, and that's just, I mean, you're reading mostly offensive stats there, and then you watch him play defense. I mean, and as you know, I texted you yesterday about he was hunted more times than any player this season in the fourth quarter. 7 times hunted, where that means they aren't just like, it's not just him getting like sized up and going. That means they are stopping the possession, either forcing a switch onto him or waiting with the ball when he's already guarding Brunson, and then attacking him. It's not even like the convenience possessions where like, oh, he happened to be guarding him in transition or he happened to match up with him when the ball moves. No, this is when they actively attacked James Harden. 7. And then you fired off the even better on an island stat, giving up 1.88 points per possession. What? What? I mean, you're giving up a bucket, and again, 2 of those possessions, or I'm sorry, one of those possessions, there was a missed free throw. Yeah, you get another point of it. You're probably looking at 1.9 points per possession.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean, that's inexcusable, and a lot of them were just him getting beat to Brunson's left hand as well. Everyone knows he's left-handed. You know even more than most people that he's left-handed. Like, you get where he's trying to go, and you jump, and then you just get beat on your hip. Or not even jumping sometimes. He just gets on his toes, and he gets beat to his hip. Like, it was pathetic. It hurt to watch. And as someone who was really hoping the Cavs would win that game and shut up the New York fans, that was awful. And again, it's not just James Harden's fault. Mobley shooting 3 threes in the clutch is ridiculous. Donovan Mitchell at some point just has to pick up the slack and do it himself. And I mean, Jared Allen played pretty good. Nothing against him. Same with Dean Wade. They're doing their jobs, but bench gave you a whole lot of nothing. You got 12 points from Sam Merrill on a -17 plus minus. He was in the game for most of that fourth quarter run. And I'm a believer that if this is going to be that big of an issue in the fourth quarter, Keon Ellis has to play.
Agreed.
And James Harden has to sit on the bench. If it is to the point where you were giving up 2 points per possession, you can't win a playoff game like that. Because you're giving up in crunch time. You're just giving up a bucket. You are committed to giving up a bucket with James Harden in the game. And unless you're going to hit a bunch of threes to hold that lead or to fight back into it wherever you're at, he can't play, and it sucks. But especially in a game where you're sub 33% from the floor, you're 12% from 3, he just can't play. He can't, and it's bad. It's really bad. So that's just my opinion, though. Fire off. I'll listen for a little bit.
Y'all know my history with James Harden.
Oh yeah.
I have not liked him since the comments he made on Giannis back in 2000. What was it? 18 or 19?
Would have been post MVP, so had to have been 19.
19. Okay.
Or 20. 20.
20. Okay. Yeah.
20. Yeah. 20. Yeah.
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 What I witnessed on Tuesday night was some of the most embarrassing, emasculating moments I have ever seen in baseball, in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
No, fuck that. Human history. I have never seen a man emasculated the way James Harden did on Tuesday. Jalen Brunson assaulted him. It was completely ruthless. At some point, as a basketball player, no, fuck that, as a man, you have to stand, take a look at yourself, and say, this motherfucker is not going to score on me on what? 7 possessions?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight possessions in consecutive possessions, and then you go later in the quarter and you got 2 more there. Yeah.
James Harden, you honey bun eating, fat, lazy fuck. You cannot allow that to happen as a man. Not a basketball player, as a man. Holy shit. Oh my God. What you say? 1.8 points per direct?
Points per possession
on 8 isolations?
Yeah, on isolated possessions in the fourth quarter.
I don't understand it. And I hope every basketball player, male or female, I hope you watch that tape. That is out there for the world to see, and that cannot be erased.
Yeah.
That cannot be erased. Basketball players, if you watching this, watch that tape over and over and over again. You need to pride yourself on defense, because I've said this a million times. It's not that hard to play defense.
It is that hard to play serviceable defense, or to play great defense. But to play serviceable defense, you just gotta care and not be a dumbass. That's all you gotta do.
Yes.
That's it.
If you care enough, you can make a few plays defensively. Like, if you care long enough, unless if you're too short or too slow or too dumb.
Yeah. Those
are the only 3. But if you're neither one of those three, you have no excuse not to be serviceable defensively. That's my problem with Luka. He does not care. That is my problem with Jokic. He does not care. That's my problem with Trae Young. He does not care. You have to care on the defensive end. Nothing turns me off about a basketball player than their lack of defensive effort. It pisses me off to the 3rd degree. You got to stand up, slide your fucking puppies, and go defend a fucking basketball player. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. I'm with you, brother. It's effort wise, and then and something to look at. You look at the Cavs possessions. So they're up 22, right? Mm-hmm. We go in order here. So 7 minutes left. Mobley offensive foul. Donovan Mitchell turnover, out of bounds pass. So dead ball turnover, which is not the worst thing when you're up at that point. You're up 17, all right?
Right.
James Harden misses a bad pull up too, late in the shot clock. All right. Mm-hmm. James Harden misses a free throw, goes 1 for 2 from the line. Mm-hmm. Jared Allen misses both free throws, 0 for 2 from the line. James Harden misses a step back 3. The Cavs get an offensive rebound, and then obviously take that shot clock violation.
Also that step back is the classic James Harden. Dribble the ball for 20 seconds and then step back.
Oh yeah. Which if he makes it is perfect because you're killing the clock. But no. Donovan Mitchell misses an early shot clock step back 3. Would have been at least 10 seconds left in the shot clock there. Cavs finally take a timeout after it is a 5-point game. Then Evan Mobley hits a 3 off a Sam Merrill assist. You notice those 2 names? Who those 2 names aren't? All right. Yep. And then off that point, Jared Allen shooting foul on not at time he needed to foul OG Anunoby. Whatever. And then we go off that. OG Anunoby misses his second free throw. And the Knicks give up an offensive rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Mikal Bridges then hits a step back 3. James Harden then misses a 3. Donovan Mitchell misses a finger roll 2. Jared Allen gets an offensive rebound, makes a layup. So there's some positive. And then come back after a Knicks miss. You're up 6 now with the ball with a minute 38 left. And you take a 2-point pull-up jump shot with 14 seconds left in the shot clock.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley, by the way. And then Donovan Mitchell gets blocked by Karl Anthony Towns. James Harden makes that turnaround 2 for, I mean, that was a good bucket. He got where he got to his spot, made the 2. And then Sam Merrill misses a 3 at that little rim out, which that's not on Sam Merrill. That's a great shot. I mean, that I don't know how that didn't go in. But you look at those possessions. I mean, you could not have run worse possessions out there with a lead like that. I mean, it starts. It starts with a James Harden missed free throw. Who would have guessed? Yeah. And then you take an offensive foul on Mobley, which again, there was a couple seconds on the shot clock. It is what it is. And then you come back down, and Donovan Mitchell throws the ball out of bounds with 10 seconds left in the shot clock. James Harden pull up 2, 10 seconds left in the shot clock. James Harden misses a free throw. Jared Allen misses 2 free throws. All these things can't happen. James Harden dribbles the whole clock out, step back 3, win. All right? Donovan Mitchell's step back 3 would have had at least 10 seconds left in the shot clock. So, I don't get it. I don't get where, why? And the timeout should have come the moment that Jalen Brunson hit that little floater to make it a 12-point game. Timeout comes right there. There's no reason not to. What are you saving them for? You're not saving them for crunch time because crunch time shouldn't come. You don't have to be
exactly.
I have to drop a play at the end of the game. The goal is that you're up 20. You shouldn't have to think about what play you're going to have. And I don't get it. Then you wait for it to be a 5-point game, and I think that's the worst place to call timeout because now you're coming back out, and if you don't score, you're putting yourself in a position where hey, we have to score, which they do. Thank God, Mobley hits that 3, great possession, really good set as well. But why 5 is horrible because it's a 2-possession game. You have to score, otherwise it's probably gonna be a 1-possession game because you couldn't stop syrup. I mean, yeah, and again, like I said, you look back at those possessions on that big run. It was, I believe, 7 consecutive by Brunson. It would have been 7 consecutive on James Harden, which is just inane. And then you go to overtime. A little bit of an OG Anunoby takeover from the free throw line. He makes 7 free throws in overtime.
That's crazy.
9 points total. Very crazy. I mean, there were only 3 made field goals in overtime. Yeah, and the rest were just OG Anunoby. I'm sorry, 4 made field goals in overtime. The rest was just OG Anunoby hitting his free throws, which is kind of a fun watch. I don't know. But I think it was an overtime. It was definitely an overtime. James Harden dribbles down the court in transition, has a 2-on-1, and throws a grenade over his shoulder to the defense, by the way. And that was the moment where it was oh my goodness, this is a classic Harden game. Before that, it's all right, yeah, he played horrible. He got hunted in the clutch. Maybe he makes up for it here. It's still overtime. He can still fight for it. And then he does that, and I don't know what this is. This isn't a basketball move. And yeah, that's just bad. Just bad. All around. And then we haven't said much about the Knicks.
No, we haven't.
Did what he always does, played like shit the entire game, and then locked in when it mattered. Cat played great, 13 and 5. 6 or 14 from the field. Who cares? I mean, he did his job. Knicks did not shoot great from 3, other than Landry Shamet with the bounce of a lifetime. But you're looking at Anunoby 1 for 6, Hart 1 for 5, Towns 1 for 5, Brunson 1 for 6. But again, they won when it mattered. Mike Brown finds the lineup that works. Landry Shamet had a plus 25. Plus mine. And almost all of that came in the last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. Josh Hart, 13, 7 and 4, 5 for 11 from the floor. I don't want to say he played bad, but it felt like whenever he was on the floor, the Knicks were losing.
Yeah.
There's nothing positive was happening with Josh Hart on the floor. He ends up going negative 23, so like the stats say like what we saw, but I don't know. I don't know why. I just feel like, oh, Josh Hart's on the floor, the Cavs are going on a run. And it's not like he was I don't know what's up with that, but
like he didn't
I
play
like Josh Hart.
Like he didn't play bad, but just somehow.
Yeah, it just felt like they saw him. It's like, all right, time to make our shots, time to do our job. I don't know. I don't get it, but it is what it is. Brunson ends up with 38, which catches me off guard because that felt like a 25-point performance, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess you do have to look at, let's see, 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. My goodness. Yeah. 13, 15 of those points were in the fourth quarter, and 0 points, or I'm sorry, 2 of them were in overtime, so 17. So like if you take out, if the Cavs hit a 3 there and maybe make it 20 points with 5 minutes to go and they pull their starters or whatever happens, Brunson's probably ending the game on 22 on god-awful shooting. Because he finished around 50%, and that was 15 for 29. That was after a bunch of consecutive made field goals.
Yeah.
He'd be 1 for 6 from 3 still, and that's just 5 fouls, 3 turnovers, and it's just oh my god, Jalen Brunson sucks. And then
and 70% from the free throw line.
Yeah, and then it's just the script is completely turned on its head because of coaching incompetence and James Harden being a lazy bum. And now he's back to the hero of New York. And one of the better parts of the playoffs is watching New York's reaction to a win or a loss. So a fun win. I'm hoping the Cavs win tonight. And the one I'm really looking forward to is if the Cavs win in Cleveland, seeing the public reaction post game. But it'll be it's not as fun of a watch as the OKC games. I can tell you that. But
definitely not. If
they're playing well, like if Harden and Brunson and Towns and Mitchell are all playing well, this could be a really fun series to watch. But they did not all play well. None of them played super well last night, other than that little run that Brunson went on. So I don't know. This I could skip this series and be okay with it in my head.
Yeah, like to be honest, like I want to give Brunson credit, and I don't want to discredit him in any way, but I mean,
Jaquan Johnson could have hung 7 straight buckets on James Harden last night.
Yes.
James Warren could have hung 7 straight buckets on James Harden last night. It was bad. I mean, and it's always him getting his right foot too far forward. Like you're sitting on his left hand. Let's put my right foot in the middle of his body and just go ahead right by me. And obviously I'm couch coaching here. I couldn't guard Jalen Brunson, but I'm not getting paid.
Neither could I.
What was $80 million or whatever? I don't even know what James Harden's getting paid. Probably more than $80 million. To play basketball. So yeah, just.
I mean, like, I could not guard Jalen Brunson with the life of me, but I'm a hard foul him at least.
Well, yeah, and at no point of that quarter did he once get physical with Jalen Brunson.
No, not at all.
Right? He had all those buckets and not a single free throw.
Not a single free throw.
Someone's got to touch him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Lord, Cleveland has to win tonight, because that was a demoralizing loss.
Okay, in my head, they don't have to win tonight for one reason only. The Knicks are going to nick at some point. If they can win their 2 games at home, you're just got to fall back on the Knicks are going to nick. Just like the Bears are going to bear, the Cubs are going to cub, the Mets are going to Met. The Knicks are going to nick at some point. So you can go down 2-0. And you also have.
Then here's the problem. James Harden is gonna James Harden.
Well, yeah, that you're fighting that, but you also James Harden is gonna at least 1 game this series. Probably not 3 games this series, maybe 2, but at least 1. He's gonna play like 2018 James Harden, and it's gonna be between cross, and he's gonna have 42, 6 and 2, or because he's not swinging the rock that night. and
Uh-huh.
and it's it's going to be a guaranteed win. By the way, 3 assists for James Harden.
Mm-hmm. Another
Dennis
game.
Schroeder.
Another game with more turnovers than made field goals, by the way, from James Harden. Another playoff game.
Yeah. Dennis Schroeder played like shit, but he at least had 5 assists in 18 minutes. James Harden played 42 minutes.
And he'll put an effort to guard Brunson.
Yeah.
To me, play better than Harden.
I mean, you do have to look at James Harden, Donovan Mitchell played 42 and 41 minutes respectively. 6 total assists.
Yeah.
And
also
when you've
Brunson,
got Dean Wade, you've got Sam Merrill, you've got Max Strus. Those guys are going to make their wide open threes. Well, how are we not finding them? Sorry, continue.
Also, Brunson outscored Mitchell and Brunson Brunson outscored Mitchell and Harden in the fourth quarter combined.
Yeah.
On the same amount of attempts combined, too.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. I don't know. I'm just looking at this Cavs box score, and
it's a shit show.
Just other than like Jared Allen, who still went -10, and I guess Dean Wade and Sam Merrill also did their jobs. They sat in the corner and made threes, but I mean, this is a horrible box score. Mobley going 6 for. I didn't even see that. Mobley 6 for 16, 2 for 8 from 3.
Yep.
He had 14 rebounds though, which is huge if he's playing boards like that, especially against Cat, who is a really good rebounder for how he plays. Also, they finished the game. I know it's an overtime game, but they finished the game. Mitchell 5 fouls, Merrill 5, Harden 5, Strus 5. It makes a little bit of a difference. And Miles McBride and Jalen Brunson were the only 2 that got to 5 fouls, and Jalen Brunson got there close to the end as well. So
yeah,
I don't.
Also, Miles McBride had that amazing game against Philly.
Yeah, and hadn't done
zero.
Hadn't done shit
game
since.
1.
0, 2, and 1.
Yep.
One shot in 17
One
minutes.
shot. Yeah.
And 5 fouls.
Crazy.
0% true shooting is always fun to see on the box score.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
In your opinion, then, we've talked our shit about the Cavs. They'll either figure it out or not. That's one of those series where it's a who cares series.
I have no confidence that they will. I have no confidence that they will.
But that's the beauty of it. They're going to figure it out or they won't, and only Cleveland fans care because they figure it out and they play well. They don't figure it out, they don't play well, and no one cares because the finals is going to be won by the West. But coming out of the West, I'm assuming this guy's in the West. Who is your best player in the world?
This is how I look at it. At this moment, the best player in the world is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but the crown is reserved for Victor Wembanyama. You get what I mean?
I do. I'm going to disagree with you. To me,
okay,
you're not going to like this answer.
Here we fucking go.
It is still Nikola Jokic. It is still Nikola Jokic. I understand he put a stinker series up. I understand he didn't. This is
his his second straight stinker as a playoff series. By the way.
Okay, and yeah, not a great one, not a great look for the guy, but in my opinion, other than Jalen Brunson when James Harden is guarding him, there is no player better with the ball in his hands than Nikola Jokic. There's no better player at getting his teammates involved than Nikola Jokic. There's no better player at getting guaranteed buckets than Nikola Jokic. Yes, for some reason, whenever he gets matched up against some French guy, he forgets how to do it. But that just might be Serbian racism, all right? So I still have him as my number one, and I'll be damned if I say it. I'm not gonna say that because I don't even think that would just been rage bait. But if the real argument and what this should be is who do we think's better, Shea or Wemby? My answer simply comes down to whoever wins the series is a better player. Right now, you have to lean towards Shea because it's the old Giannis thing, right? It's whoever the winner is the best player in the world. It's like when we won the chip, Giannis was the best. Jokic won the chip, he was the best. Like that, I like that thought process of Giannis because the best player is going to contribute to the most winning, and the most winning is winning the finals. And when you have two guys matched up against each other and one hangs 41, the other hangs like we're going back and forth, the winner is the better player. I think that's with how these rosters are constructed. I think it's fair to say that the winner of this series is going to be who plays better, Wemby or Shea. Game 1, Wemby plays amazing, they win. Game 2, Shea plays how Shea plays, they win. And with how the rest of you're really not going to see a generational stinker from the back end of either of these rosters. So I'm pretty fine saying whoever wins the series is just the better player. And then they'll play again next year because nobody's going to beat them unless someone gets hurt. And the winner of that series will be the better player. And we'll go back and forth or maybe fourth until Shea retires. I'm assuming he'll retire first. And it'll be a great watch.
Jokic is not the best player in the world.
Yeah, he is, though.
He's not.
He is.
He's not. I'm not about to contradict myself going off on Harden with his defense when Jokic damn near was equally bad.
No. See, that's my thing about Jokic. His defense did not show up that poorly in the Minnesota series.
No.
It did not. It did not.
No. Minnesota lived at the rim. They lived at the rim. And you know I'm right.
Okay. Yeah. You're with me here, though. Say Fulton, and again, I think a shot blocking center in today's NBA is no longer the norm. I don't need you to be a shot. I don't need you to be a shot blocker. Protect the rim. Protecting the rim is far beyond blocking shots. I think that now this is going to be an absolutely crazy statement. I think at this stage of his career, Rudy Gobert is worth a little bit less than he was when Minnesota traded for him. I think the Nuggets.
That's not too crazy.
I think the Nuggets should trade for Rudy Gobert. Play Nikola Jokic at power forward. Because that's the thing, right? You're thinking in your head, right? Two centers, that can't work. Jokic isn't a center. Jokic doesn't play the way. Because then you have this beautiful thing of, the stigma on Rudy can't score isn't a thing anymore. When Rudy's the bigger player, he can put a ball in the bucket. It looks ugly. It looks awful. But he can get the ball in the bucket when he's posted up. I think that Jokic would be the bona fide, the number one player in the world if you just go get a Rudy Gobert. Or you go get a guy who's going to block. Go get a Mitchell Robinson for all I care. Shoot, Jalen Duren's available. He can block your shots. It's not in the postseason, but he'll be able to block it sometimes. But you went and looked at that Timberwolves series. The rim was wide open. Yeah, is that Jokic's job? I don't think so.
Yes, that should be his damn job.
The only reason it becomes his job is because your starting lineup is Cam Johnson. You know who this? Oh, so yeah, Spencer Jones. Jesus, Nikola Jokic, Christian Braun, Jamal Murray, and then coming off the bench, you played Jonas Valanciunas for 3 minutes and no other bigs. Imagine if Brook Lopez played 43 minutes and then no one came off the bench to help him. We would not be on his ass if he was giving up buckets at the rim. You got to give him help at some point. And I understand the effort isn't there all the time. I understand that the ability really isn't there sometimes. But I could give a damn. And again, you're on his ass in that losing game. They lose by 12 to Minnesota. He is 28, 9, and 10, 11 from 19 from the floor.
Ben, that 28 was quiet.
But it
was not impactful. It was not impactful.
It doesn't have to be. He only missed 8 shots. The fact it wasn't impactful is not on him if he only missed 8 shots.
It is impactful if you're down so bad and you're giving up points.
I understand it is a two-way game. Like it is you got to do both.
What good is 28 when you're giving up 28? It evens out.
But that's what I'm saying. His job and this is a modern day NBA thing. I don't think his job is to block shots at the rim. And it shouldn't be. I guess it kind of becomes his job when Cam Johnson is your tallest second player in the game. But like think about that. The second tallest Nugget in the game is 6'8" Cam Johnson. And Jonas Valanciunas, the only other guy close to 7 feet that touched the floor, because we're playing fucking Tyus Jones in this series, is Jonas Valanciunas, who had 2 and 2 and played 3 minutes. And like it'd be nice if he could, but that's not his fucking job. It's like James Harden in 2018 or 2017, 2018, those years where the Rockets were shooting 58 threes. James Harden's job, the reason he won MVP was to get ball and to score ball, or to get ball and to give, like, he won the MVP off no defense. And he was the best player in the world that year, only that year, for that year, in my opinion. I mean, obviously playoff LeBron made a huge difference, but during the regular season, James Harden was the best player in the world. Don't look at me like that. He was. The way they played basketball, he was perfect for their winning basketball. And his job was not to play defense. I understand the best player in the world title has to go. How are you going to play both ways? But when a guy's that good on offense, someone else has to play defense for him.
I'm not trying to get that shit.
No. I'm gonna throw this out. You're not gonna like this one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, at this point of his career, is no longer a plus defender. I don't care what. Well, I don't even know what the advanced metrics say, but my eyes tell me.
He's not negative. He's not
negative. He's not a plus defender. No, he's a serviceable. He doesn't guard anybody.
He's all I need you to be is serviceable.
No, but that's my thing. That's my thing. No, that's my thing. Jokic guards his guy. He does his job. Shai guards his guy. He does his job. But then we want Jokic to be jumping and blocking shit at the rim. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. You look at all these games, all these big Denver losses. He was guarding Rudy Gobert. He was doing his job. You look in the regular season. These big games that they played, Jokic was doing his job. He was guarding his guy. But then you want him to help off and swat some shit into the 15th row like he's Duke Zion. He can't do that. And I think the expectation that we want him to do that, but we don't hold that for a guy like Shai. We don't hold that for Luka. We don't hold that for any of these other guys that want to be the best player in the world. But then for Jokic, it doesn't matter how good you are on offense. We're never going to talk about your offense anymore. It's only your defense.
I legit don't understand this. We give Jokic all of this all-time status, but we don't hold him to the standard. Imagine
if to the standard. We are holding him to the standard.
It's the reason I'm right. What?
We are. This is the standard.
What is the standard? LeBron got cooked that defensively. What are we saying about him? If Giannis got cooked defensively.
Okay, but you're naming guys where a part of the fact that they are good at basketball is their defense. Right? Where do you have Luka ranked in the NBA?
Right now?
Right now.
Probably top 5? 6?
Okay, did you have James Harden? He was supposed to win that MVP in 2018.
In probably top 5? Wait, hold on. It was in 2018, right?
Sorry, 2017. Whatever year he won the MVP. Fucking 2017, 2018. You had him winning the MVP that year, right?
No, I did not.
Who'd you have?
LeBron.
Okay, I'm with you there. Okay. We'll go to the unanimous MVP. Curry won unanimous MVP, right? 2016.
Third.
Steph Curry is a serviceable defender. He guarded his guy pretty good, and he could not give you anything else on defense. And for that 1 year, there wasn't an AP voter, there wasn't a player, there wasn't a coach, there wasn't anybody that thought that he wasn't the best player in the league that season.
Ben, they went 73-9.
Okay.
He went 73-9, averaged 30, and I think broke the all-time record in single season threes. There was no way he wasn't going to win it. There was no one else you could really say was better.
Okay, but and we're in this spot here where I will never crown Shea the true best player in the world. Simply off the fact that, one, I hate watching him play basketball. Two, you can't have a guy like that as the face of the league. All right, his ugly ass cannot be the face of the league. All right, I'd rather Ant be the face of the league than.
Whoa.
You heard what I said. I don't support Canadians. That you can call that what you want. I'm not with a Canadian. All right.
Well, I don't support one Canadian, but that's a whole
I don't
different
support a
other
lot
topic.
of Canadians. All right, I'm not. Fuck Drizzy, fuck Shea, fuck Jamal Murray, fuck them all. All right, I don't
Dylan
give
Brooks.
a damn. Yeah, Dylan Brooks. Yeah, exactly. See, you're with me here. The more you name, the more you're with me.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
He'll never be the best player in the world for me, and the only way he becomes the best player in the world, I think he's got two options. One, he starts playing like a man. All right, or two, he leaves the Thunder. Because what made Jokic the best player in the world, and what makes his numbers so impressive, and how amazing he's been, is the fact that he's doing it with a very washed Jamal Murray as his second option, and then literally fucking nobody.
Well,
Nobody.
Jamal Murray just came off his best regular season, though.
Well, yeah, but then when it matters,
so something Indy said Jamal Murray just had a bad series.
well, yeah, he did. But then, like, you also got to look at Jamal Murray's numbers usually don't attribute to Jokic's numbers. Because Jokic is not assisting to Jamal Murray a ton. Obviously, in the playoffs, it becomes more of a Jokic-Murray two-man game. But during the regular season, Murray's getting his own shots.
That's
Shea
true.
has the best roster constructed around him probably in NBA history. In terms of guys, in terms of do your job guys, I figure in terms of do your job guys, this roster is better than the 2017 Warriors. In terms of guys that do their job, they're not going to beat the 17 Warriors. But in terms of, hey, we have one guy, we're going to let that one guy do his thing, and the other, I mean, they played 13 guys, so the other 12 guys on the roster are going to do their job. That's how you make Shea look good. This roster is constructed for Shea to look good. Of course he's going to look good. That's like if you put LeBron James in this roster.
Oh, well.
He beats the 2017 Warriors. He beats the 2018 Warriors. He beats the 2019 Raptors. He beats the 2020 Lakers. He beats the 21 Bucks. He beats the 22 Nuggets. I'd say he beats the 17 Warriors in 6. He beats the 18 Warriors in 5.
Well, the 18 Warriors were worse than the 17 Warriors. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He beats them in
Fair
5.
enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I would love to see Lou Dort guard 2017 Kevin Durant in a playoff series, the way that he's been allowed to guard everybody else. I mean, that's a fun watch. But like,
well, all they got to do is just dive at his Achilles. That's all we got to do.
Yeah. and we saw a matchup of last year in the finals of great roster and great roster. Not great all-time players, not like these superstars, but great roster. And that's kind of what the NBA blueprints mean. That's why San Antonio's good. They have their guy and they have a great roster behind him. It's not becoming we need James Harden and Chris Paul and then guys to hit threes. We have Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and then guys who can sometimes maybe play defense, or Bobby Portis who wants to skip down the court in the fucking NBA Finals. That's not what this blueprint is anymore. The blueprint now is you have your guy, and you have everybody else that does their job. And when Oklahoma City played a roster like that, a worse roster took them to 7. And arguably, I mean, we're one Achilles away, and I still think the Thunder win that game. I absolutely think the Thunder win that game. But we're one Achilles away from a very different conversation on this year's Shea. Because if they lose last year to Tyrese Halliburton in the finals, hear that name, Tyrese Halliburton? He took him to 7. And then this becomes a must-win series for the Thunder.
Well, fair enough. That's fair.
Shea will never be the best player in the world to me. Even if they win this series, it's still Jokic. Now, if the Spurs win this series, I see an argument if they win the series and murder the East in the finals. I'm talking 5 or less.
Yeah.
I see Wemby potentially. Again, how he plays makes a difference. Potentially passing Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have Jokic on the crown. And goddamn it, I don't care. I still have K top 5.
Who's the 5?
Shea, Wemby, Jokic. let me get a thoughtful options here. Shea, Wemby, Jokic are locks. They're the top 3.
How are you forgetting the obvious one? And who, in my opinion, I don't give a damn what's going on. When everyone's healthy, I'm taking over everybody.
I'm not. I don't have Giannis in my top 5 right now. I don't. I understand he wasn't healthy this year. I understand that there were other issues, but when he was on the floor this year, he didn't play like a top 5 player. And I get the roster sucked. I get the issues. Giannis is not in my top 5 right now, and I say that as a Bucks fan, and I love him to death. He's not. He's not a top 5 player in the world. That really pissed him off. Goddamn. Oh. I understand where you're coming from. I'm with you. Just for me, he's not. All right, you ready for this heinous list? It goes, and I'll get to Giannis for you, so you can see where I have Giannis. I will get to him. In order, it goes Jokic, for now, Shea, and then Wemby, and then it goes Ant, Cade, and then probably Giannis. I think no, Ant, Cade, Luka, Giannis. I have Giannis at 7. Yeah. Give me an argument for one of those guys, or Giannis over one of those guys. I'll fire back. I'll fire back. Okay, now hear me out. I know you're in silence, but hear me out. I think we are getting to the stage of Giannis' career where he cannot win by himself. All those other guys have shown, one way or another, they can win by themselves, except for Shea. Shea hasn't shown. He hasn't had the chance to show it because of their roster. Every single one of those guys has shown the ability to be like, hey, I'm going to go out there and we're going to win simply because of me.
Ben.
Yes.
Name Jokic's head coach.
Mike Malone. I hope I got that right.
David Adelman.
Oh, David Adelman. All right, sure. Mike Malone. Oh, yeah, he was gone a long time ago. Jesus. All right. Okay. Head coach argument. Head coach. Doc Rivers. Bullshit, right? But did you hear what Giannis was doing? I know we both heard that Miles Turner podcast.
I would do the exact same shit if I was being coached by Doc Rivers. I would do the exact same shit if I was being coached by Glenn Rivers.
Oh, shit. Government.
Fuck him. He can rot in hell for all I care.
You ready? I'm not gonna say that. That's just not worth it.
Him and Netflix.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now, and you can get as angry as you want. I'm gonna stand by it. As of today, obviously this can change next season. Giannis Antetokounmpo is closer to Kawhi Leonard than he is to Nikola Jokic. As of today. I don't think you can tell me that. I don't think you'd say no to that. Especially if you want to talk about defense and how two-way matters. I still have him closer to Kawhi Leonard than Nikola Jokic. I have him closer to Kawhi Leonard than Wemby. I have him closer to Kawhi Leonard than Shea. I think he's closer to Cade Cunningham than he is to Kawhi Leonard, but I'm all for the Milwaukee bias, but at some point we have to realize that Giannis's hypothetical value right now is probably twice of his actual value. Hashtag trade Giannis. Anyways, can I get something out of you here? Even if it's mean?
Ben, I've heard a lot of questionable takes on your behalf.
Oh yeah.
That takes the cake.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that crazy of a statement.
That is insanely.
Really?
Yes.
I don't.
How in the hell do you not have one of the top two most dominant players in basketball?
He was
your top five.
He was the top two most dominant player 4 years ago. What has he done since then? Been pretty good in the regular season, never top two in MVP, and he's been hurt. Ben, at some point, health matters. Health matters at some point.
Ben, do not give me that Giannis is not finishing top 4 in the MVP.
I said
because Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith votes on that damn ballot.
Okay, fair enough. But I don't think at any point could you argue Giannis as a top 2 in the MVP. Last year, you couldn't argue him over Sherry Jokic. The year before, you definitely didn't have him over Jokic. Maybe over Luka. I don't know. But I mean, you just
the last 2 years he hasn't been top 4 in my. Well, no. Last year he was.
I'm just saying, just top 2 for starters, and then you fall back on the fact that he didn't play this year, and when he did play, it wasn't the Giannis that we knew. It wasn't the take over the game Giannis that we fell in love with. It wasn't the pull an occasional three, and like there were times when we were on that run when Giannis pulled up for 3 and you knew it was going in. We haven't seen that since 2022. I mean, I think obviously he's developed the mid-range shot, but his best 3-point shooting season, I get percentages, whatever, stats, whatever. I don't give a fuck. My eyes tell me that Giannis was a better 3-point shooter in 2021 than he is now. And with how hard he works at shooting, he shouldn't be regressing. He was a better free throw shooter 2 years ago than he is now. He took a huge step back there. I mean, and as he gets older, he's going to get worse. And I think we have started the Giannis regression. It's probably not going to be a quick one, but we have taken the step back of he's no longer a bona fide top 5 player in the world. I have him at 7. And also, every guy I mentioned is getting better. Maybe Jokic has plateaued, but I mean, when you're plateauing at 30, 12, and 12, sure, we're good with that. But Shea is getting better. Luka is getting better. Cade is getting better. Ant is getting better. Those guys are improving. Giannis is not. Put that on Wise Talk. I have Giannis as my number 7 player in the world. I want to post to that so I can defend myself in the comments.
I'm going to make that happen.
Oh, beautiful. Can't wait for that.
That might be the most blasphemous statement ever said on Wise Talk.
I've had to say something worse, but I don't think that that's crazy. I think this is one of my more defendable takes. Can we talk about my take about if Wemby's not a top 3 player all time, he's a bust? when I said that when he was drafted, and it looks like he's trending towards top 3 player all time. I just want to put that out there. That was a pretty damn good take. Highlight myself in a moment of grief.
I just don't understand how you can value him. How you could devalue him when his head coach was Doc Rivers and Kevin Porter Jr. was his starting point guard and Miles Turner was an inconsistent mess.
1 second. I want to look something up here. All right. I think I know this answer. Yeah, counter argument. Joel Embiid won MVP with Doc Rivers as his coach.
Wasn't James Harden his point guard too?
Yeah, Sixers James Harden. I might take Kevin Porter Jr. That was a joke, by the way. I wouldn't, but was he his point guard? I'm looking here.
Yes, yes, he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Still though, won an MVP. Doc Rivers as a coach, and I don't think obviously like coaching makes a difference, but in terms of Giannis doing his thing, as long as his usage rate is at where it's at, which it was this year, he should still be doing his thing. Yeah, we didn't run the ball screen sets that worked for us under Bud, and that little butt bump that just was elite, but the numbers still have to be there, and they weren't. And I think he started the year at number 3 and was passed by Wemby. It was passed by Ant. Was passed by Luka. And yeah, I think that's where we're at right now. He's definitely passed by Cade.
His usage rate was high, but he only averaged 29 minutes a game.
Well, okay, but that's also skewed by minutes restrictions, which, again, if you're in a minutes restriction, your usage rate is going to be even higher in those minutes you're in the game because we're just going to boost you up. His minutes were skewed by he left 4 games this year due to injury, 2 of them in the first quarter.
But he still averaged 28, 10, and 5 on 62% shooting.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing.
So do you know what his per 36 would be?
I have no idea.
It would be fucking insane.
Okay, and I'm looking at a guy in LA that's given us 33, 8, and 8. All right, I'm looking at a guy.
Bullshit defense.
I'm looking at a guy in OKC who's leading the best roster in the league to maybe back to the finals. I'm looking at a guy in San Antonio.
He's the best in the world.
I'm doing a guy in San Antonio that doing shit that we've never seen before. That, like, Giannis is just, and this is really gonna piss you off when I say this. Giannis or Wemby is simply just the next generation Giannis. He's the better Giannis. He's a better shot blocker. He's a better shooter. He's a better dribbler. He's a better all around defender. And
that's not gonna piss me off. I just think as soon as Wemby gets his weight up.
I think right now, I don't think there's a basketball skill that you could say Giannis is better than Wemby at.
I would still take Giannis finishing at the rim over Wemby.
I'm taking Wemby's finishing. Because I mean, and we've seen it in 2021. I'm taking 2020 Giannis's finishing over Wemby. But what Giannis hasn't done the past couple of years is when he just catches the ball down low, bump, jam, or when he just catches, turns, and dunks, like he was doing back when we were playing the Pistons in the first round before they went to a 4-win team. And Wemby is doing that. Wemby is catching a ball and taking a 7'2" guy and putting him in the rim. Granted, that 7'2" guy weighs less than I do, but you get what I mean. Like I don't think there's an argument for a healthy Giannis over a healthy Wemby. I don't think there's an argument. I think Shea, Jokic, and Wemby healthy are all easily better than Giannis healthy. And
I
I
would
think
say easily, but you would win the argument.
I think I'm taking Luka over Giannis simply
I am
because,
not.
and I'm taking Ant over Giannis,
I am not.
and I'm taking Cade Cunningham over Giannis.
I am not.
I am. I have him. I think it's a pretty definable 7. Like I said, I have him closer to Kawhi Leonard than I do to those top 3 guys.
First off, where's Kawhi on your list? Is he in the top 10?
Kawhi's probably 10. If I were to look at it in depth, he's probably 10. He might be a little higher than 10. But I'm saying like skill wise, obviously like numbers wise, he's going to be closer to Kawhi if I have him at 7 because Kawhi's not a 15 or worse in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just comparison wise, I have him closer to Kawhi, and that's not an insult. Obviously, Kawhi's a great basketball player. I think that, and this is breaks my heart, but I think the biggest reason why a lot of people in Milwaukee don't want to trade Giannis is just to tell Shams to go fuck himself.
Part of the reason.
I think it would be a benefit to our franchise to trade Giannis now.
To where? Because I'm not taking a bad offer. And all I'm seeing is bad offers.
Okay, let's peek here.
And actually, as a matter of fact, also that's a matter of fact, let's transition into the next topic.
Yeah. Who's got the 4th pick in the draft?
The Bulls.
The Bulls. Oh, never mind. That's disgusting.
Yeah, they're gonna get Caleb Wilson, most likely.
Okay. The Wizards, right?
Yep.
Number 1 overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
We send Giannis to the Wizards.
Okay.
For a pick swap. So the 1 for the 9.
Okay.
Anthony Davis.
Mm.
And Alex Sarr.
Mm.
And we take and this is I think we take Caleb Wilson, but we won't. We'll have Debanza,
okay,
AD, and Alex Sarr for Giannis. And I think that would be considered a good package.
Okay. That package to me. Well, first off, a number 1 pick, that means we're getting, because I believe there's 4 players that has an all NBA caliber in this draft.
That's good. Who is the 4th pick? I think if we get anybody but, and I think Cam Boozer could be a great player for another team. I don't think he'd be great for us.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that.
I want Debanza, I want Peterson, and I want Wilson. So one of the top, I guess technically you'd have to get a top 3 to guarantee that. But in my opinion, Cam Boozer. So this is I see the draft, and this is the way I see the draft, depending on teams' needs. But I think the draft should go Wilson, Boozer, Debanza, Peterson. I think in order. Obviously, fit matters. I think Boozer could drop to the 4 depending on like who wants what, like what you think is best for your team as a front office. But I consider Wilson the best upside player in the draft. I consider him the 2nd best NBA ready player in the draft. I consider Debanza the 2nd best upside, but the 3rd most NBA ready because I think Peterson is more NBA ready. I just think Peterson has the worst upside.
I disagree with that.
Really?
I think Peterson has the 2nd highest ceiling. Debanza 1, but to me, Peterson has the highest floor among the 4.
I think Peterson, because Peterson relies a lot on the mid-range game. He can get phased out of an offense if it's not built around him. He can get phased out of an offense. And if you watch him in college, I'm a big Kansas guy. I watched a lot of Kansas games. He wasn't shooting threes from Yucatan. He was toe on the line 3-point guy.
Well, Ben, Debanza's more mid-range centric than all 4.
Yes, but counter argument. Peterson shoots a lot of on the run mid-ranges that have to either be built into an offense, like you have to run a play for it, or he's just gonna have to take the ball and go. Debanza was a catch the ball on the elbow back to the basket, bump, like getting mid ranges there. Same with Caleb Wilson because they all shot a lot of mid ranges, but the way they got to them, I think, makes a difference. And I think, and this might come back to bite me in the ass, but in my opinion, Peterson's ceiling is playoff Chris Middleton. And not like 40-point playoff Chris Middleton, like just your Chris Middleton average playoff game. That's where I see Peterson's ceiling. Which I don't see worthy of a top 3 pick. I mean, that's why I have him as 4. I have him as 4th. And I think Boozer's ceiling is Anthony Davis. I have Caleb Wilson's ceiling as, a very slightly worse Kevin Durant. And if Caleb Wilson can pick up his defense with his wingspan, if he can mentally lock into the defensive end of the floor, he could be a Kawhi Leonard or better. And DeBonsa, I think I don't really know where DeBonsa's going to end up. He's the strongest of the bunch in terms of his moves, but I don't know. I still have him as 3rd.
I disagree. I think Peterson's the best out of all 4. I think you're giving him less credit because his 3-point volume was actually there in Kansas.
Was it?
Yeah.
It never felt like it because, I mean, he was, again, I watched a lot of Kansas games. There were games where he was 1 for 7.
I mean, he attempted 7 a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, but I'm saying, like, he shot threes, but those threes aren't even 28-footers. Those are 26-foot threes.
I don't know. And he generates a good amount of free throws. He's a solid playmaker. He can get to the rim. I just want him to get to the rim more. But
okay, so you say I mean in the order of like the NBA guys right now.
Okay.
Because I just looked up draft order. CBS Sports already has AJ DeBonsa picked number 1. They already have the Wizards having picked.
I low key think DeBonsa is going number 1.
Well, no, he is going 1.
He's going
it is
number
insane
1 for sure.
that they have a draft tracker up and DeBonsa is already penciled in as the number 1 pick.
Wait, the tracker has him at 1?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. DeBonsa has already been taken by the Washington Wizards according to CBS Sports, which is amusing. Whatever. Then we go Jazz, Grizzlies, Bulls. If DeBonsa goes to the Jazz, he's going to get buried in their already existing guard depth.
Who? Peterson?
Yeah.
To who? Utah?
Yeah, it's Utah because Ace Bailey's going to want his. Keontae George takes fucking 60 shots a game.
That's
right?
true.
I mean, I don't know. I think best fit for the Jazz is to trade Lowry, probably get a couple firsts for Lowry Markkanen still, which is crazy to say, but he's still a good basketball player, and take Cam Boozer in the 2.
Sure.
And build around.
But to me, in my opinion, I think Washington should trade AD and go Boozer 1. To me.
You would have to get... you would have to trade AD in a different first and get Luka to take Boozer first overall. You have to take a guard first overall because you're gambling too much with Boozer. Because there's a chance that Boozer shows up to the league and becomes a 10-10 guy who spaces the floor from the corner and the corner only. And you can't waste a number 1 over pick on a 10-10 guy who only plays corner to block to corner to block.
I think y'all are underestimating Boozer. He has all NBA written on him.
Well, no, I have Boozer as my 2nd overall pick. I have him above DeBonsa. I have him above Peterson.
But think big board. Is he the 2nd best prospect?
I think he's going to be better. That's where my brain is. But also, here's my thing. If we're taking who am I going to take number 1 overall? Boozer is the last. if we're taking who I'm gonna think is better, I have Boozer second because you cannot pick Cameron Boozer with the number 1 overall pick because he is the highest chance, he is the lowest floor. And he is the lowest floor to be in the league a long time where you are continually reminded of that floor.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the other guys, yeah, like they might get hurt. They might go Markelle Fultz on it, and like they might be phased out of the league if they suck. If Cam Boozer sucks, he's still gonna give you 10 and 10. And he's gonna hang around in the back end of a roster and probably be on a couple playoff teams towards the end of his career. And just the Wizards are always gonna hear, like, you waste the number 1 pick on the 8th man roster when the Suns win the finals in 2036. All right? Mm-hmm. You don't want to hear that.
True.
And another thing with the Jazz, if you pick one of those guards you pick Cameron Boozer and you commit to, hey, we're gonna shoot 53s a game.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, you have Jaren Jackson Jr., not a great 3-point shooter, but other than that, Cody Williams, good 3-point shooter. Keontae George, decent one. Ace Bailey, he can shoot. Isaiah Collier, he can shoot. Where's it? There's another big here that I can't find anymore. And he's gone. God damn it. Whatever. Not important. But still, like, you could chuck some threes up and see what happened. Oh, Kyle Filipowski, good 3-point shooter. And he was getting real NBA minutes, which I did not think would happen when he left Duke.
Same.
He got bodied by DJ Burns in the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear that? Do I need to shut my window?
Wait. No, I don't hear anything, no.
All right, perfect. Because someone's cutting grass right now. Anyways.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. And who do you think the Bucks should take? That's my question to you.
I picked. Now I can hear them actually.
Okay, I'll shut it up.
I don't know. I recently put in the my list about who I should take. I'm trying to find it very fast. But like the people who I remember, like there was a post that I made about the players I think Milwaukee should target. I'm trying to find it really fast, but if I can remember,
yeah.
I think.
What are we, 10 or 9?
10th.
10th. Okay.
Okay.
Right now, they predicted Nate Ahmet.
Hell no.
From Tennessee. I think that's hell no. Thank you. Okay, we're together there.
Yeah,
we are together there. That's beautiful.
Okay, so my dream pick, if he drops, is Mikael Brown Jr. from Louisville. If he drops,
okay,
because I think he's gonna go to the Clippers. But if he drops,
really,
I'm a big fan of Mikael Brown Jr.
So you think they take him over Acuff, Wagler, and Flemings?
Speaking of Acuff, I have him 11th on my big board.
Oh my God! If Acuff falls to us, we take Acuff.
Unfortunately, we will. Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately, we will.
Unfortunately,
you just heard my.
Oh my God! I will say.
You just heard my
no defense. I will take a no defense shot chucker over some power forward that is going to have to play next to Giannis. I will take it. I will take a James Harden with worse defense at this point, just so we have somebody that can put the fucking ball in the basket. I am sick and tired of watching our team be unable to score.
But
I'll take Acuff any day. Take Acuff any day.
But Darius Acuff is the worst defensive prospect I have ever seen in my life. And I don't mean that's not a hyperbole. That's not a hyperbole.
I'm with you, and guess what? I don't give a damn. I'm sick and tired of watching our team be unable to score.
Like that's the thing with Milwaukee. Like, I wouldn't, as much as I would dislike it with my defensive issue, I would not really mind it because of what you said. We do struggle at times in large bunches putting the ball in basket. So
yeah.
So I wouldn't mind that. But also, to me, Mikael Brown Jr., if he drops, though, I think is a better option than Acuff because he does offer some defense and he has some playmaking ability to him. He has a high-end offensive upside to me.
Yes. However, I'm sorry, I'm looking how old. Okay, so he's
going to be 20. He's going to be 20.
Yeah. I don't have ages up right now, and it's really tough to like shoot opinions out when I'm not looking at ages. But, anyways, I agree with you. I think, and he's only one pick away according to the big board.
Who?
I think that Braden Burris is.
Yes.
If he could be just a slightly more athletic Chris Middleton for us. The way that he operates the game, the way he can keep people on his hip, his float game, he would be perfect in the Giannis pick and roll. I think you gotta think fit with Giannis. Darius Acuff is not gonna fit fantastic. He's gonna be another Dame, where he's gonna have the ball or Giannis is gonna have the ball. I think the same goes for Keaton Wagler. Because, yes, Keaton Wagler can get more involved in that pick and roll, but it's going to be pick and pull from 50.
Yeah, but I don't have. I have a top 6 targets, but Wagler is not in my top 6.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, fit wise, I think Wagler might fit a little better than Acuff, but
sure.
I just Acuff is just better. I
mean, fair enough, but yeah. So my top 6 targets was of Mikael Brown Jr. if he drops. Braden Burris at 2. That's who I believe we'll be able to get. This is dependent if Giannis stays.
Well, if Giannis doesn't stay, we should be picking Debanza, Peterson, Boozer, or Wilson. If we are trading Giannis, unless we are trading him for players and not picks, we need to be trading him in this draft for a top 4 pick.
For a top 4 pick. I agree.
Guaranteed one of those guys.
I agree.
Because you can trade him for let's trade him to the fucking Bulls for next year, and then the Bulls all of a sudden are 43 and 43 or 43 and 41, and now we're picking out of the lottery.
Yeah.
With a Giannis pick. So if we are trading Giannis, we should either get a lot of players from a good team, or we are trading for guaranteed lottery picks.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish we would have traded him when Shams said we were going to trade him, because he was worth more than, and I would have pissed me off because Shams would have been right. That's never a good thing. But I don't know. Anyways, back to who we should pick.
Yeah. So of course, Mikael Brown Jr. if he drops, that's the dream pick. Braden Burris. I know how you feel about West Coast Conference players. I know how you feel. But I like Alan Graves from Santa Clara.
You think that translates? You think that translates?
Yes, I do. Cause see, let me go back to my notes. Cause see, he's a 2-way wing. 2-way again. See, you see here?
He's a 2-way wing in the fucking West Coast Conference.
But he's a great offensive rebounder. 40% from 3. A 5% steal rate.
40% from college 3. That does play difference, especially with the bigger guys. The farther you get, usually it falls off just a little bit.
That's fair enough. That's fair. But I think he could be a really great role player. Now, he's not going to be.
I don't want to pick a goddamn role player.
We got the 10th pick. We have the 10th pick.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying with the safe pick. I think if Yaxel Lendenberg is there, I know he's old, but he could be a good.
Oh, hey,
he could be a good role player.
Too.
I love him. Those are safer picks. I'm with you. That'll probably translate to a safer pick. But Giannis is either here or he's gone. Let's gamble on him being here. So I want to see a pick like a Braden Burris. I want to see a pick like Labarone, or wherever you say his name, from Alabama. I want to see someone like him. Yeah.
He's actually 8th on my big board. He's 8th on my big board.
I don't think a team gambles on someone that small that early. He's 175 pounds.
Yes? Well, he'll be 21 when the season starts.
Well, yeah, but he's 6'3", 175 pounds. Not a lot of NBA teams can put that guy in their rotation right now.
Yeah, but Fleming's actually turned out to be that same exact size in the combine measurements.
Fleming was 20 pounds heavier though.
True, that's true.
Yeah, and an inch taller. I mean, obviously it doesn't make that much of a difference. Fleming also plays above the rim a lot better.
That's true.
And I don't think, and I think this is what we're going to do. I think we're going to end up with a Michigan player. I think it's going to be Mara Lendenberg or Morez Johnson.
I would love Mara.
I would not love Mara because that's not a safe pick. It's like picking Zach Edey. You know what you're going to get. You know exactly what you're going to get. I don't want to know what we're going to get. I want to take a chance, gamble on a motherfucker, and pick somebody that could average 26 or
understand
could average 5.
Ben, I understand that. But given our development team, the only one that's been successful these last 5 years is Ryan Rollins.
Okay, unless they're dead, bring back whoever got Giannis developed. Right? Unless they're in the grave, find them, bring them back, because they probably don't work for us anymore based off how we've looked recently.
Most likely, fair enough.
And you're gonna take someone that, God, if we pick a power forward or a center, I might lose my damn mind.
That's fair enough.
We have Giannis, Miles Turner, and I know he's not fantastic, but Jericho Sims, I think, is a serviceable off the bench power forward / center, filling in whoever's not in the game at that point. I think he is.
If he can catch the ball.
Please, for the love of Christ, pick a guard. Pick a guard.
Well, here's my thing.
If we pick Nate Omnet,
I'm going to lose my shit.
Spurs fan next season. I'm becoming a Spurs fan next season. I'm not cheering for the goddamn Bucks. I'm not paying for NBA TV. I'm buying NBA TV, and I'm not watching a single goddamn Bucks game. I don't care. I cannot watch that terrorist mark up our floor for I cannot. Don't get me started on that. Oh my God!
Don't get me wrong. I am not a Nate Ament guy at all. I'm not an Ament guy. Like, I have him 22nd in my big board, and people have him top 12, 15.
CBS Sports has him in top 10. He has him on our pick.
Hell no. I low key like Amari Allen more than I like Nate Ament, and that is not because he's from Wisconsin.
I think we could take Amari Allen. I don't think I've heard worse ideas.
Not at the 10th spot, but
do you know who I think?
But Amari Allen's a good fit for any team to me.
Do you know who I think would really be? I don't want to say like an interesting pick, but I kind of want to see what happens if we do pick him. What if we take Bennett Sturts? What if we know you with Bennett Sturts? That's one of those, like, you're not gambling. You know exactly what
you're getting from him.
You're going to get a 40% 3-point shooter who can create his own shot out of the pick and roll. Probably isn't going to just build his own shot by himself, and can't play a lick of fucking defense. But
not at all.
But he's also like 24, I think.
Yeah,
he came out of Drake at 22 at least.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, he is an efficient creator, a 61% true shooting.
Yeah. He's one of the best free throw shooters college basketball has ever seen until the end of the year. He fell off really hard at the end of the year for no reason, but he's a great
we need that in Milwaukee. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
And it won't make a difference, but and again, this is the stereotypical white guy, but he was a great leader in college. He was.
I mean, I would hope so when you play for Drake in Iowa and Ben McCollum is your head coach, followed you there. So
or I guess probably he followed him, but still, either way, I don't know. There are names that I will be mad if we take them, and there are names that I'm okay with, and there are names we'll be excited about. The mad if we take them names. If we take Cameron Carr, I'm not gonna like that. We take Cole. I'm not gonna like that. We take Morez Johnson.
Wait.
Like
I like Cameron Carr, but probably not for the Bucks.
You're looking at one of the worst Baylor teams in a while.
So I'm guessing you don't like. So I'm guessing you don't like Tunde Isafu too, either.
No, I do not. I do not. One, that's a little biased because, again, growing up a Kansas fan, that Baylor hatred's engraved in my heart. But I don't know. I am a big fan of picking guys that lead to winning basketball. I understand you're going to miss guys. Like, you're going to miss Ant, right? but especially in college, right? If you are that guy, your team's gonna win some games. And he came in supposed to be that guy, and there were other guys that were like he had that Baylor team wasn't bad on paper, and they came out and they played awful, and part of that was him.
Yeah,
I understand the upside in Cameron Carr. I understand the team picking him 12 to 15. I don't think we can pick him at 10.
Yeah, definitely not at 10.
A playing team taking him. Yeah, sure. If the Hornets want to gamble and they either trade LaMelo or Brandon Miller, I see that as a good option. You're going to run into the little fact that then if you don't trade one of the two, you're starting 4 guys at 6'6" or shorter. But anyways, okay. But here's who I would be. No trading Giannis. We keep the 10th pick.
Okay.
I'm excited if Kingston Flemings falls to us.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he will. But if he does, I am very excited if Braden Burries falls to us.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna fall. I think he'll be right within that range.
Well, yeah. I guess to me, fall because if I can see a reason for a team above us taking him, he has to fall to us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would be pretty excited if we got the Phil on at Alabama. I'd be pretty excited with him. Those are really the only 3 that I could be reasonably excited about. Because Wagler and Acuff aren't going to fall to the 10.
Sure.
Right? I would be okay with Mikal Brown Jr. I'm okay with Lenenberg. I'm not happy about it, but I'm okay with Lenenberg.
Okay.
I'm this is really rough for me to say, but I'm okay with Haynes or Hines, depending on how you want to say it. Steinbach out of Washington.
Oh, Steinbach? I think I think so.
I'd be okay with him, and I'm okay with Bennett Sturts, and I'm okay with Cameron Carr. Like, if we pick Cameron Carr, I'm not going to be pissed about it. I'm not going to be happy about it. Like, it's a negative okay. Like, it's we should have done something else, but I guess it is what it is.
Well, I'm going to be a little bit mad because that'll be a heavy reach in my opinion.
That will be. But maybe we saw something at the combine that makes maybe there's something special. Like, I could justify it in my head. Like, in my head, I'm like, all right, we saw something. Now here's who I'm pissed, and these are only top 20 guys that I'd be pissed if we got. Pete, I'm losing my goddamn mind.
Yep, agreed.
Morris Johnson, I'm losing my mind. Quintanance out of Kentucky, the
center. Yeah,
God forbid we pick him. Same with Idemar. We don't need a center. Okay. I like Idemar. I like his game.
Yeah, I like Mar a lot, but that's true. Yeah.
Because I think Mars can develop an NBA 3. I think he's got it in his DNA to develop a 28-footer. I think he does.
You know what? I can see that actually. Yeah, I can see that.
He's a lot, especially with what the Grizzlies did to Edie.
Yeah.
In developing his shot. All right, and I'm pissed if we get Ahmet, and that's really it. Those are the only guys I'm really mad if we get.
Okay, yeah.
I'm mad if we get Kareem Lopez, the kid out of Mexico.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'd be pretty mad about that. We don't need to reach for some.
Yeah. Plus, I don't have too much tape on him, so I can't really. Yeah. But here's a guy. It'll be a heavy reach, so I'm not really talking about if we pick him, but for any other player. No, I'm talking about for any other team.
Okay.
How do you feel Milan will fit in the NBA? In my opinion, there's a perfect team for him.
I think he goes back to college.
I think that's what he should do, but I don't think he will.
I think he's going back to college. I think his best fit. He's got. I have a team I want to say. I have 2 teams I want to say.
I have a team I want to say too.
And I think one team needs him, but he wouldn't fit. And I think 2 teams he would.
Okay.
Depending if he gets there, I think the Rockets need him.
Oh yes.
I think the Rockets need him. I don't think the Rockets would ever take him. But
I don't think so.
I don't think there's a way that even gets to the Rockets with where the Rockets even have a fucking pick this draft. Didn't they just trade it for?
No, they do.
They do.
I believe so.
Okay.
Because in my mock draft that me and EJ did. Oh, wait a minute. They do not have a first round pick.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay.
Okay. So, and then I think you're looking at Warriors, Hornets, Celtics. Those are my three.
Warriors,
Hornets, Celtics.
Of course, makes sense. Hornets make Celtics was my team.
Okay,
Celtics was my team. But EJ projected the Pistons drafting Milan.
He doesn't fit in the Piston culture. That team has built an identity off not acting like you're from Pewaukee, Wisconsin, and I mean he went from Pewaukee, Wisconsin to Ames, Iowa.
Iowa, sure.
He cannot go to Detroit, Michigan.
Fair enough, but
he cannot go to Detroit, Michigan.
But I mean, in terms of playing style, though, they need shooters.
They do, but that's kind of why I said the Rockets. I don't think they take him because, yes, the Rockets need a guy like Milan.
Yeah,
they don't want,
but they don't
like Milan.
They need a player like Milan, not the.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Because, again, this isn't a white or black thing. It's the Pewaukee, Wisconsin thing. That's.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say something crazy here. Someone's going to get Wise Talk in trouble, but.
No, I completely understand. I completely understand.
The Pirates do not breed Pistons.
They do not.
We can say that very confidently.
They breed.
Now.
They breed Steelers. They breed Steelers.
They do. In fact, but I also think that a city's culture and a team's culture is a lot more important than basketball than it is in football.
That's true because I would say the city's culture is the Pistons' culture. So
yeah, and in most NBA teams, the city culture. I think football is the last sport affected by a city's culture. I think baseball. I think in my opinion, it goes basketball, baseball, hockey, football in terms of how a city's culture. Because a football stadium, if it seems even if a team's mediocre, a football stadium's going to sell out every single game. Unless you're the Carolina Panthers level bad, 2 years ago, the stadium, even when the Panthers were 7-7, and that stadium was sold out. You know what I mean? So, and you don't see that in basketball. You don't see that in hockey. You really don't see that in hockey, and you don't see that in baseball either. And even teams that are good with bad cities cultures that aren't baseball oriented cultures, they're gonna not sell those stadiums out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't see Milan as a Piston.
Yeah, that's true.
I could see Milan as a Celtic though.
Yeah, because that's where I do have them mocked. I have them going to the Celtics.
You know who I think the Pistons should take if he gets there? They got two options. I think they should take Isaiah Evans. Or they should take Terrence Reed Jr. And then
wait. Say the name again. I forgot it.
If the Pistons, if they get there, they should take Isaiah Evans out of Duke.
Okay.
Or they should take Terrence Reed Jr. out of UConn. And you are just committing to not paying the money that you're probably going to have to pay to keep
Jalen Duren.
Jalen Duren, the dumbass that couldn't play in the postseason.
Fair enough.
I think Isaiah Evans is the perfect fit for the Pistons because he can spread the floor. He is an elite defender. I'd argue he's a top 10 defender in this draft. I think you could debate him being top 5. He is a top 5 defender in this draft. Are you shitting me?
Wait, who?
Isaiah Evans.
Isaiah Evans?
Isaiah Evans is a top 5 on-ball defender in this draft. I don't think it's close.
Fair. That's actually fair.
I mean, Braden Burris, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the Bands Peterson, Boozer Wilson are not elite defenders.
Yeah.
Acuff and Wagler are Flemings is a top 5 defender. Burris is. Mikael Brown Jr. I don't think he is. I mean, I could see a world where you would want to call him one, but I don't think he is. Well, Lendenborg, despite being a power forward, he's a top 5 on-ball defender. Mm-hmm. And I think there slips in Isaiah Evans. Unless no, it's just Isaiah Evans.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you could argue Cameron Carr, maybe, but he didn't play a lick of defense this year in college. I think the ability's there. He just didn't care.
I actually have Cameron Carr mocked to the Nuggets.
What are the Nuggets picking?
26th.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, well. If they can... I think they should take Ruben Chinelu, or however you say his last name, Chinyelu, out of Florida.
I don't have him as a first-round prospect.
I do. I think he's athletic enough to be... Especially, he essentially would just become... How many years of Aaron Gordon left his contract? 1?
Think about 1 or 2.
Because it was a 3-year deal. So it's at most 2, but I think it's only 1.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up right now.
But, yeah, so I think if you put Chinyelu... I'm calling him Ruben, all right? His name is Ruben because I'm not saying that name a bunch of times here.
It was a 4-year, $133 million extension.
Okay.
He has a player option in 2028-29.
Oh shit! So he's got 2 full seasons minimum.
He got 2 full seasons left, and he's probably going to accept that player option.
All right, I would like to see Ruben play in that dunker spot role.
Okay.
That Gordon has played in, and then he also helps with the defense. Yeah, he's only 6'10", but you're not getting a real shot blocking center unless you're taking Terrace Reed Jr. I don't think Terrace Reed Jr. is the right fit for the Nuggets. I think you take Ruben. You put him in that dunker spot, and you let him guard, and you let him fill the paint.
Mm-hmm.
And if it means you're putting Jokic on a slightly more athletic power forward and having to help off a little bit, let it happen. And let Ruben guard the center. And I think that would help with the Jokic issue we talked about earlier. But I think if you are the Nuggets, you are picking a center, or you're picking a shot blocking power forward.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the Nuggets, fuck it. Trade Aaron Gordon and pick swap and take Mara. Yes, you would probably have the slowest team in the league.
Well, I have a Day Mara mock to the Warriors at 11.
The Warriors don't accept that trade. Okay.
EJ,
I gotta think about it.
Well, EJ has Mara going to the Bulls at 15.
The Bulls do accept that trade. There's no way Mara falls to the 15th pick.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 10 through. Actually, I can look it up here. Bucks, Warriors, Thunder. Oh fuck.
That
Bucks,
Oklahoma
Warriors,
City.
Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Is it?
Wait.
That is the Thunder's pick.
Yep. It's Bucks, Warriors, Thunder, Heat, Hornets, Bulls.
What the fuck? Where's Hartenstein at in his deal? I'm looking it up.
Probably 2. I don't think it's long.
This next year's the last year, and then a club option. No, no, he already excused the option.
Oh no,
right.
The player option is this year.
Yeah,
the player option is this year. Okay.
Yeah. So, I think
they might take a big there.
I can see the Thunder taking a dime on. God forbid.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
If Yaxel, Lendenberg, or a Mara go to the Thunder.
Oh no.
Like, oh, hey, how do you beat Wemby? How would you get somebody only an inch shorter than him?
Only an inch shorter.
Yeah.
They literally they literally have their solution right there if they develop them right, and I have every right to believe that they will.
You don't even need to develop him. Think about it. Like you can, if in your head, right, the Spurs are the only thing that's stopping you, which they are. Like unless the Lakers come back something incredible with Luka, it's the Spurs or nobody who are going to knock off the Thunder. Maybe the Nuggets if Jokic becomes what I think Jokic is in the playoffs. You literally just like, hey, Adai, here's what you're going to play 15 to 20 minutes a game. We're gonna win 60 games easy. Probably get the 1 or the 2 seed no matter what. But then in the playoffs, when we play the Spurs, you're gonna play 36 minutes.
Yeah,
and that's gonna work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because Adai Mara, I mean, he's a quicker big. He's not quick, but for his size, he is quicker.
And he's a lot bigger than Wemby too. He's a lot bigger than Wemby.
He's 255, and it doesn't matter what you do on offense.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter a damn thing what you do on offense. And he's a guy that, unlike Isaiah Hartenstein or Caruso or Dort, he can legally keep Wemby from blocking shots because he's big enough to step in front without having to grab dick like Hartenstein's been doing.
Right.
Oh my God. And then if they get Lendenberg instead, yeah, let's add probably the best defender in the draft in terms of being able to guard 1 through 5. An elite shot creator. I mean, yeah, he's 23 or 22, but oh my God, the Thunder are. Oh my God.
They're sin pretty.
And then you pick one of those. So here, you pick Lendenberg, right? And you know what would really be the shit? The Thunder, they pick Lendenberg.
Okay.
And then they wander off. Let me get this right here because I think I could. And then you throw together a package of, I mean, Aaron Wiggins, AJ Mitchell, and Isaiah Hartenstein, and you go get an All-NBA player to add to the team. And you could probably put Jalen Williams in there too if you're going to go get a guard.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
All right, just really off topic here. Would you accept this trade for Giannis? Giannis here.
Okay.
Would you take McCain, Wiggins, Caruso, Mitchell, and Wallace for Giannis?
No picks.
No picks. 5 NBA ready players.
Nope.
I would.
I need capital. Nope.
I would.
I need draft capital.
I am indeed taking McCain, Wiggins, Caruso, Mitchell. Because here's my thing. And this is a problem that we're going to run into while moving Giannis. Good teams, we don't want their draft capital for Giannis because we're not going to be able to replicate Giannis in the draft with a good team's draft pick. Bad teams don't want Giannis because they know that their roster is not going to be good enough and they're going to have to trade any of their potential building blocks for Giannis. We are really stuck to trading him unless a team like the Thunder take him off their hands where they have enough just guys to give us.
They have enough guys, but also a lot of the first round picks aren't theirs.
Well, yeah, true, very true. I don't know. I wish we would have traded Giannis to like the fucking Nets or some shit. Yeah, that's kind of horrible to do to Giannis, but he gets to be in a big city, New York, and like we get.
But I do not want him in the Brooklyn. I do not want him in the Brooklyn market where Stephen A. is criticizing his every damn move. Even though it would be amazing to see him melt down because he's still fixated on the Mikal Bridges trade not being the reason Giannis is not in New York. So.
Yeah, and it would be. We have, if we're going to trade Giannis for picks, we have to trade him to a team we think is, and it sucks because it's going to be a bit of a betrayal. We have to trade him to a team that we think is not going to be good with him.
In my opinion, if I was not caring about Giannis, ship him to Sacramento.
I was about to say that. Yes, because you know damn well they're not going to do shit with him.
No.
I'd even be okay sending him to Utah.
Well,
I'd send him to Utah for a pick swap, and
you know what? In my opinion, Giannis is the type of person who would actually be fine in a Salt Lake City market.
But okay, yeah, but I'm saying Giannis would enjoy it, but they're still gonna suck,
and they're still gonna be bad. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Like and we can't. That's the thing. We got to think about. We can't just take picks. We have to take picks and players because we want them to be bad.
Agreed.
So if we take like 2 first rounders, we then have to take the roster. So like this year, we pick swap.
Okay.
So essentially we're pick swapping with Giannis, and then we also take. God, who would we even take here? Never mind. We're not trading this. We're not trading him to Utah. Never mind. What the hell? We take Cody Williams? We trade him to Utah and we take Markkanen, Cody Williams, and Ace Bailey, and a pick swap.
Oh, I don't like that package.
I don't think Utah would even do that.
No, I don't think so.
Because you're essentially trading Debanza, Bailey, Williams, and Markkanen for Giannis. No one's going to do that.
Yeah, that would be probably just as bad as the Shea trade.
1 second here.
Okay. But like for all the people watching, I'm actually gonna read down my mock draft. Now my May 12th mock draft, I actually had Milwaukee drafting Axel Lindeborg, but
And again, like I can get behind that. Like it'd be okay, but it would still just like I want a guard. I want a guard. I really want a guard.
I agree.
And another thing with Yaxel is like if it doesn't work out, we have nowhere to ship him. You know what I mean? Because
that's fair enough.
If he's going to be too old, then it's going to be a cut. It's not going to be a re-sign. We're just going to cut him.
Yeah, but also if it makes you feel better, EJ mocked Braden Burries going to Milwaukee. So
yes, what we have to beg for. We have to beg that Mara and Lendenborg climb, and that teams take him early. So like the Nets, Kings, Hawks, Mavericks, like they take one of them, and
well, I don't know
because that take that, but hear me, because that takes them away from the Thunder.
That's
which
true.
is important.
That is
true. But also, it drops better guards farther down. Because, like, if you look outside the top 4, then it goes point guard, shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I missed one. 4 point guards, and then a shooting guard. And then our pick.
Mm-hmm.
We need those guys to fall. And that they fall by the center and the power forward out of Michigan climbing. And while I think Mara and Lindenberg are going to be good NBA players, minimum. I think they could end up being very good NBA players. Probably not great. Great might be a stretch. But they're going to be very good NBA players. And I just don't want them on the Bucks. We don't need that, especially if Giannis is still there.
That's fair enough. I'm actually going to read you me and EJ's mock draft from the top.
Give me, or let me. Yeah, okay, I got the picks up. All right, here we go.
Okay, I'm going to go through 1 through 12.
Yeah, just say the names.
Okay, so both of us have Wizards to Devonta, Peterson. I have Cam Boozer going to Memphis. EJ has Caleb Wilson going to Memphis.
Okay.
We're
with. All right, just keep going. We'll talk about it after.
Okay. Then I have Caleb Wilson going to Chicago. EJ has Cam Boozer going to Chicago. Both of us have Mikael Brown Jr. going to the Clippers. The Nets are going to be in guard Hale.
Whoa. We have Mikael Brown Jr. over Acuff, Wagler, and Flemings.
Yes. Flemings we both have going to the Nets.
Okay.
I
agree with
I have Phelan Jr. going to Sacramento. EJ leaves Acuff to die in Sacramento.
Okay, interesting.
I have Acuff going to Atlanta. EJ has Wagler going to Atlanta.
Acuff too. Okay, so we just make that Trae Young. Okay, that works.
Yep.
Atlanta, I can say pretty confidently, if they're there, Atlanta will take one of those two because they need someone to score, as we saw in the playoffs. They need someone to score.
Yep, they need someone to score. Yep.
All right. I'm with it right now. Keep going.
Okay, then both of us have Steinbach going to Dallas, but also this pick might change though because I need to know who the head coach is now since Kidd is gone. Because I don't know if Kyrie is going to stay in Dallas.
That Kyrie staying is a thought, but then you got to think Cooper Flag, Kyrie Irving, obviously Klay Thompson is there, but again, and I know I keep bringing it up, but I do think that these two are going to be good NBA players. What if you take Yaxel Lendenborg, and now you have, with Kyrie and Klay being not great defenders in their current state, but your lineup then becomes Kyrie, Klay, Coop, Lendenborg, whoever the hell you want at center, because
most likely Lively.
Yeah, which again he's been there for so goddamn. But it doesn't matter who you have at center because
that's not bad at all. I like that.
That's a great starting lineup.
That's a great lineup.
Probably the second best rim protection in the league. Third best rim protection in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, continue. All right.
Okay.
I see the vision.
Then I have Linda Board going to Milwaukee and Braden Burries, EJ to Milwaukee.
Yep.
I have Ade Mara going to Golden State. EJ has Linda Board going to Golden State. I have Allen Graves going to OKC. EJ has Nate Ament going to Oklahoma City.
Okay.
That's 1 through 12.
Okay.
But I have Braden Burries going to Miami.
Do you have the? I would say where do you have the Heat and the Hornets?
Oh, the Hornets. I have them taking Dalen Swain from Texas. EJ has Allen Graves to the Hornets.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, the Hornets need a big.
That is true.
They can't. There's no reason to draft a guard if you're the Hornets.
That's true, but
unless you're going to get rid of LaMelo, Miller, or Khan.
I'm just like in the mindset like they were going to take Mara, but Golden State went ahead and snatched them.
Okay,
that's the mindset I'm taking. Or do you think they should take? Or do you think they should have took like Morris Johnson or Clayton from Kentucky? Oh no, Morris Johnson's actually returning to Michigan. Never mind on that.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean, I'd like to see him go, but I know he pulled his name out.
Yep.
I don't think the Kentucky. I don't think Quinitance is ready. Again, you're not gonna love this, and I know he's old, and you're not supposed to do that in the NBA draft. Is what it is, and I know he's probably not even most people's top 30.
Okay.
Terrace Reed Jr. is everything the Hornets need.
But you don't pick him at 14.
Why not? Other than age. No. Give me a reason why not. Other than age. Give me a reason other than age. Why not?
You also pay him a lot more than you should.
Okay, but
you pay him a lot more than you should.
Okay, but what is Terrace Reed? What do the Hornets need? They need rebounding. They need rim protection, and they need an athlete on the floor. Because other than Brandon Miller and the wife beater, they don't really have like those athletes to put on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Terrace Reed Jr. He's probably one of the better, and not probably, he is one of the better offensive rebounders in the draft. Defensive, he's a dog on the defensive boards, but he's going to give you what an NBA center is going to give you. Mm-hmm. He's the hardest worker. He's the hardest worker on the floor in this draft, which at times was a problem for the Hornets. When I mean, you had low effort from all three of those guards and Miles Bridges as well.
Yeah.
Just guys not put. I mean, he's going to work his ass off. He's improved so much in the past 4 years from where he started at. He's just gotten better and better every single year, bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger, faster and faster. Like, he's a guy that you know is going to keep putting in that effort.
Yeah. Also, speaking of bigs, though, now he's not exactly the size of a big, but he's a big.
Oh, okay. Are we going with this?
How about Zuby from St. John's? What are your thoughts on him?
No.
You're not? Okay.
No.
That's fair because I have him 32nd on my board. He's not listed as a first rounder. So
yeah,
we're in agreement there.
Let's see, second round picks.
Because I'm trying to think, like my notable second round picks are Kareem Lopez, Zuby, Badunga from Kansas.
Yeah. I don't think Badunga is going to be a good NBA player, but I think you have to pick him if he falls to you at a certain spot.
Oh, I don't think I completely did this second round pick because I have Terrace Reed Jr. at 42nd, and that's just not. I have him a little bit closer to the first rounder.
I don't know. I think, anyways, to finish that thought, I think Ejiofor, like the Ejiofor, Badunga, even like Joshua Jefferson out of Iowa State. I had them going in like probably the 40 to 43 range, or probably like the 39s, like the Rockets pick. I can see the Rockets taking one of those guys. I can see the Celtics, Heat, and I think they fall that far though. I don't think they get picked up right after the first round's over. Because if you're New York, there's no reason to take a guy like there. If you're Memphis, you don't need a guy like that right now. If you're the Nets, who knows what the Nets need? I guess they could fall. Same with Sacramento. Like you don't really know what you need.
You
The
don't really know
Spurs
what you
don't need
need.
another center. Yeah, the Spurs don't need a guy that's going to be in the paint, especially with how Wemby's playing when he's in the paint more when they need to
Yeah.
win. You don't want a guy hanging out there.
Yeah, I
So like,
actually have them. I have them going Abuka Corey from Stanford. EJ has Isaiah Evans. Yeah, EJ has Isaiah Evans.
I think Abuka doesn't leave the first round.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, if you're, let's look. If you're, I mean, I don't think he gets past Dallas with the 30th pick. I mean, definitely doesn't get past Dallas because I mean, what better guy to throw behind Kyrie?
Yeah. Well, I have the Spurs. Well, the Spurs have the 20th pick.
Oh, you're saying that Spurs pick? I thought you meant the second round Spurs pick. Okay, okay, never mind.
No,
Okay, I'm with you then. I'm with you then. Yeah, okay, yeah, I agree. I was looking at the second round still. I thought you were talking about the 35th pick with the Spurs. All right, no, I'm with you then. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't see him leaving the first round at all.
And plus EJ has Isaiah Evans going to San Antonio. I think either one.
Yeah, I agree. Shit. I mean, Isaiah Evans is literally just an OKC bench player with slightly better to the rim upside. So I could see he's a championship player. He's a championship role player, and
absolutely.
So if once we get to the teams that made the playoffs, I think Isaiah Evans' stock doubles. Yeah, a lottery team should not take Isaiah Evans, but the moment that it comes to teams that are winning right now and want to keep winning, I think Isaiah Evans is a great pick.
Yeah, because like San Antonio, Detroit, Philly, Atlanta, New York, Lakers, Nuggets, Celtics, Timberwolves, Cleveland, Timberwolves.
Make the defense even better.
Yeah,
and I mean, you have to go really fucking small then when Dante DiVincenzo's healthy.
Well,
Dante on the bench.
Well, here's the thing: DiVincenzo's probably going to be out for the entirety of next year.
So I mean, yeah. If he falls to the Wolves, I mean,
Evans is going to get time.
That's your starting point guard.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets to the Wolves, that is their starting point guard easily.
Even though I do think Minnesota should trade for a starting point guard, but.
But here's my thing though. I mean, DeSumo goes back to the bench, which I don't want to be like to where he belongs, but hey, he is a bench spark type of guy, and you just run right back out there with Evans, Edwards, Randall, McDaniels, Gobert.
Well, I don't think Randall's going to be in a Minnesota uniform next year. He better not be.
I think they'll extend him.
Why would they do that?
I mean, extend him on a discount. I think Randall's going to have to take a discount. I don't think any team's going to pay Julius Randle money for Julius Randle.
But I don't see the value of you having Randle in the postseason. Like that's kind of true. He's one of the worst playoff. He's one of the worst playoff fallers in NBA history.
3-7-1 and a -34. I did not know it was that bad. I didn't watch this game in Game 6. I did not watch this game. The whole team. I mean, to be fair though, Julius Randle could have dropped 40 and they still would have lost because Ant was 9 for 26 from the floor. Jay McDaniels was 4 for.
Oh yeah, San Antonio completely. They shut him down.
We'll do it. We'll do it this way: January 1st, April 13th, August 26th. August 26th. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, you go to the bench. March 7th. Like, that one's not that bad, but
it ain't that bad, but may not be impactful.
Yeah, but if your team is shooting year-long tour dates, like if you're covering January to fucking August, I did not know it was that bad. I mean, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't watch. I had shit going on, but still. Anyways, where were we? Where do you think Koa Pete falls into all this? Where do you have Koa Pete going? Do you have him going?
Koa Pete, I believe I have him in the first round. I have Cole going to. I'm going to Charlotte at 18.
See, at that point, just take the kid out of UConn.
But
take the proven winner.
But EJ has Cole Pete going to the Lakers.
Oh, that would just no. He plays too soft. He just pisses everyone off.
JJ Redick will have a heart attack coaching him.
Yeah, that's that'd be rough. All right. I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
What are the Lakers picking? 25?
25th. I have them taking Amari Allen.
Yeah. No.
No?
Maybe. Yeah. No.
They need wings.
They need
a wings and they need a big.
I'm gonna say the name again. If he's there.
Go get Chris Sinek Jr.
If he's there, take Terrence Reed Jr.
How about Chris Sinek?
That too. That'll play.
I have go. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's going to Cleveland, but that's where I have him mocked. But
yeah, the Lakers are not in a good draft spot.
No,
they're gonna have to reach. They're gonna have to reach down for an Ejiofor or a Badenga if they want a center, or they're gonna have to.
Yeah, that.
Where did you have Allen Graves going?
Oklahoma City.
Okay.
EJ has him going. Yeah, EJ has
which OKC pick?
The 12th pick.
The second one? The 12th pick.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah. EJ has Graves going to Charlotte.
Both of you have him that high. I'd have him in the Detroit to Lakers range. I'd have him 10 picks below that.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
I think that's that's the Joshua Jefferson, Amari Allen, Cameron Carr, Milan.
Yeah, and guess where I have him?
Where you
in the same places as those names.
I don't know.
Like,
I see more of an upside. I see more of an upside with Graves.
Here's my thing. Like, yeah, the numbers are good. Yeah, he looked like a better athlete than everyone on the floor playing Portland.
I know it's West Coast. I know.
Like, you'll never catch me believing in a Bulldog.
Oh,
you'll never catch me believing in a Santa Clara kid. You'll never catch me believing.
That's fair. But I want to know your thoughts about Tyler Tanner.
The Vandy kid?
Yeah.
Let's see. What is he?
I have him 23rd going to Atlanta.
He's 6 foot tall, 173.
Size is definitely the issue.
I don't have him going. Probably not.
You don't have him going in the first round?
You look at those teams. Atlanta has better options. Atlanta has. I mean, if Bennett Sturts gets there, I think Bennett Sturts is a better option. I think a Corey out of Stanford is a better option. I think Isaiah Evans is a better option. I think Amari Allen's a better option for like. Probably not Amari Allen, but those other guys were like shot creating guards. And then like you go to the Knicks. The Knicks don't need a 6-footer. You go to the Lakers. The Lakers don't need a 6-footer. You go to the Nuggets. The Nuggets really don't need a 6-footer.
That's true.
Maybe the Celtics take him. Maybe Harden. Maybe the Celtics. But again, like that, he doesn't fit into what the Celtics want to do on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need a second Peyton Pritchard. They already have Peyton Pritchard.
Minnesota.
The last thing the Timberwolves need is someone that a team can hunt on defense.
I got them. I got them taking Christian Anderson out of Texas Tech.
I think that's a much better option than.
Yeah.
I just forgot the Tyler
Tanner. Yeah.
because the Wolves defense is as good as it is because you can't hunt anybody. You can't do what the Knicks did to James Harden, because that takes their whole defense away. If you can just force Jane McDaniels out and then get Rudy to switch onto the guy in the corner, and now you're fucked.
Yeah.
The Cavs tried the 6-foot guard thing. They just got rid of him. It'd be Darius Garland 2.0 in Cleveland, and it didn't work. So, and then the Mavericks, if Jason Kidd was still there, I'd say yeah. They take
Fair enough.
him, but he's not there anymore. And I think with Kyrie coming back, you want a guy that is going to be able to play like Kyrie when Kyrie leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's Tyler Tanner.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I think he's a second round. Also, like, again, you want to talk about gambling in the draft.
That'll be a gamble.
That's such a gamble.
That's good. But I mean, when you see him on the court, though.
Oh, he looks beautiful. But again, he looked beautiful in college. And while the SEC is getting bigger, the SEC is not a big conference.
It's not.
Like in terms of player size.
Yeah.
They are an athletes conference.
Yeah,
they're not the Big Ten. They're not.
It's not the Big Ten.
They're not the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
So he and really what turns me off is that game against Kentucky. When he got hard doubled and he got blitzed and hedged and he looked horrible.
Yeah.
But he's one of those guys where, like, yeah, I mean, he could. I wouldn't. If I was an NBA GM, I wouldn't take him in the first round. I probably wouldn't take him until the 40th pick or later. But, and I understand he's probably a top 25 player, top 20 player, even in terms of
talent.
Like talent, and yeah, but I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Despite what women tell you, size does matter, and I think that size would matter there. No, is that one getting cut out?
I don't know, but I have Bennett Sturts going to Detroit.
What pick is that? 21. Yeah,
21.
Yeah, no, that's another.
That's another cultural.
Where's,
no, that's a
Bennett Sturts. Where Bennett Sturts, born and raised. Where's he from? I'm pretty sure he's from Iowa.
I mean, he went to Drake and then.
He's from Liberty, Missouri.
Oh well, okay.
There are better towns.
There's better town. Well, okay.
But no.
And he also played for the Northwest Missouri State Bearcats.
Yeah, true. But you also got to think about, like, again, it goes back to the Wolves thing where, do you want a guy like Bennett Sturts on the floor where your whole defensive identity crumbles when he's playing?
Yeah.
It's like with the Rockets. When Reed Shepherd touches the floor, and I know the chunky white guy in the middle is not a good defender either.
Oh,
but
yeah.
what's his name? Sengun. Like he's not a good defender, but like you can function with one of them. You can't function with both of them on the floor at the same time. And we saw that in the Lakers series when, I mean, there were. You get Reed Shepherd on LeBron, or you get Sengun on LeBron. Like that, you can't. I don't know. I like the idea of teams with good defenses drafting to fit their fit, and keep 5 good defenders on the floor. I like that idea. It's a functional idea.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's we've been talking about this for a while. Let's
we
have
have
the next one if you're okay with that, because I want to talk about the MLB for a little bit before we wrap up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, because the NBA playoffs, I've just been so focused on that, so I haven't exactly focused truly on the MLB, but I've been paid very close attention to the last Brewers series, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I had that game on over the Knicks game.
Yes, so did I.
Obviously. Where do we want to start with here? What's just the general thing? Do you want to talk like surprises, or what do we want to do here?
Let's talk general here. Let's talk general.
All right. General. I will start off with this. Right now, the top 3 teams in the American League are the Tampa Bay, or top 3. I mean, the 3 division leaders in the American League are the Tampa Bay Rays, the Cleveland Guardians, and the Oakland Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, the Oakland Athletics are a game over 500 because the American League, West is just an absolute shit show right now of organizations that cannot figure anything out. But they are currently a home playoff game. They would currently be hosting a playoff game despite having a -5 run differential and having a losing record at home.
Interesting.
So that's just, I mean, if you look at the American West, that division, no one's going to pull away in that division. That is going to be bad baseball the whole year. The only team capable of pulling away is the Mariners, but they still just can't. It's bad. They still can't hit. Their pitching took a slight step back, which is incredible because they kept everyone.
Yeah, and Cal Raleigh is looking to have a down year, and he's injured.
Well, he's having a down year.
Yeah, he's having.
It's awful. He needs to take 10 days on the IL.
Yeah.
I don't understand. A catcher is like, if catchers can play through injuries, but when your catcher was half of your offense last year, you cannot force him through an injury.
Absolutely.
Because most of the time, the stereotype of a catcher needs to just work his way through it. But that's when catchers used to hit 200 and no one cared what they did at the plate, minus Jorge Posada and Buster Posey. That is not the reality of the Seattle Mariners when you have Cal Raleigh that you're paying like a superstar and is playing like a superstar. So he needs to just take a vacation. He probably needs 10 days off and send him to Mexico for 3 days or something. Get his mind off of baseball. Just get a little reset. But right now the win predictions in that division are the Mariners at 85, the Rangers at 84, and the Athletics at 80. And then you go to the AL Central where the Guardians are currently up by 3 games. They're 29-22, but they're only predicted 86 wins. And the rest of the division in the 70s.
Shout out the White Sox.
Shout out the White Sox. Winning record. They're playing good baseball. Took 2 out of 3 in the Chicago series. And they were all good wins too. They've been winning good games. They're not it's not the bullshit White Sox wins that happened at the start of 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, this is they're playing real baseball and they're winning real baseball. It's a fun watch.
Yep, it was 10-5, 8-3, and then that walk off that I seen from Quero.
Yeah. But even you check back to the Mariners and Royals series, the Mariners haven't been good, Royals haven't been good, but they're playing teams that they're gonna have to beat if they want to stay in the competition or in the competing rank. And they take 2 out of 3 against Seattle at home. They take 3 out of 3 against the Royals at home. And they've shown the ability to win close games, which is a bad team's nightmare, is a close game.
Yeah.
Because usually bad teams, they don't have the bullpen, they don't have the clutch hitting, but they have a lot of one-run victories, which either means that, we're going to suck in the second half because those things are going to stop going our way. But it also shows that, there's ability there. I don't know, I like the White Sox, but the American League right now is shaping up to be the worst in a while.
Yeah.
If these win predictions end up correct, you're going to end up with an 80-win team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because right now it'd be again going off win predictions alone, which is a really dumb way to do it, but it'd be Rays, Yankees, Guardians, Athletics, Rangers, Mariners, and the Athletics would be the last team in with 80 wins. Which is under 500, in case you're doing that math.
Yeah.
Unacceptable. It would really be unacceptable. And then you look at the wild card right now. You have the Astros are the second worst record and are only 5 games back of the wild card spot in the American League. You scroll down to the National League. There are 4 teams more than 5 games back.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's gonna be a bloodbath from 7 to 11, to be honest.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
because fun watch. Good thing. Fun watch. But then you look over to the National League, and it's the complete opposite.
Yeah,
top heavy league. You got the Nationals. The Nationals will fall off soon. The Phillies are either gonna the Phillies aren't gonna be 500. They're either gonna start sucking and they're gonna disassemble, or they're gonna figure their shit out and start to climb. The Pirates and the Reds are your 2 teams, and probably the Diamondbacks too, just because they have to play the Dodgers and the Padres for 16 times or 15 times this year. The Diamondback or the Reds and the Pirates and the Diamondbacks are going to be your 3 teams that are just run of the mill, sit in middle. Those are going to be your 500 teams. But the top 6 right now in the NL is the Braves, who've been elite.
Yeah,
plus 98 run differential this early. Same with the Dodgers, elite, another plus 98 run differential, and they've been an incredible watch. The Braves have been, and the Dodgers a little less fun, but still a good watch.
Mm-hmm.
And the Brewers, who are climbing, hard climbing, 29-18, sweep the Cubs in Wrigley, big win, also leading the Central. And then the Padres,
8-2 in the last 10 for the Brewers.
Yeah, and I think it's a loss there too. So we're if we win today, it swings to 9-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Padres are that 8.
Yes, it's the start of the Dodgers series tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, we don't play today. Good shout.
Yep.
But then, you look at the Padres. How do you beat the Padres in the postseason? Fernando Tatis doesn't have a home run yet. Nick Castellanos is struggling. I mean, Gavin Sheets is playing out of his mind. Bogarts is finally playing the $200 million they paid him. But you get to the Padres in the postseason, they have a great rotation.
Yep.
Or I should say they have a good rotation. You're looking at, Michael King is almost a guaranteed win if you're in your postseason. But then Giolito, Walker Buehler, who struggled, Randy Vasquez, Nick Pivetta when he gets back healthy, and even Joe Musgrove when he gets back healthy. Which I don't know if Joe Musgrove is coming back this year. Now that I say that, let's take a peek. He is undecided. Fantastic. But and then you get to the bullpen. Fuck. Now what?
Yeah.
They have one of the better bullpens in baseball, and if you get to the 9th, the game's over. Joe Musgrove is coming back this season. All right, yeah. So they're going to get these guys back, and they don't have Jackson Merrill right now. He should be back soon. They didn't have Jake Cronenworth for a little bit. He'll be back soon. They're going to get better. They're going to surge towards, and they just had a good series, not a great series. They just had a good series with the Dodgers where, you got to win the Tuesday game. You bring Mason Miller in, he gives up a run. Shit. And then they lose there, but they take a win from the Dodgers in a shutout. I don't know. Growing up, the Bucks have always been in the 1 second here.
What?
Yes. Sorry, that was JR just randomly knocking on my door.
Okay.
But the state of Wisconsin has always been on the more favorable side of the league. In football, the American League I can't think of what. The AFC, jeez. The AFC has always been better.
Yeah.
In baseball, especially in baseball, the American League has always been better. In basketball, the West has always been stronger. And it's starting to shift. Obviously not in basketball, but you're seeing the shift towards the National League teams become more competitive. And it sucks for us, but it's great for the sport.
Yeah, for sure.
Because especially you were looking the National League lost, I think 8 All-Star games in a row.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because they don't care. It's because the talent was just that much better in the American League. And we're shifting over. A big help with that is the Dodgers and the Padres.
Yeah.
California teams dropping a lot of money and bringing superstars to our side. Because if that division was still what it was in the 2010s, the early 2010s, the National League would still suck.
Yeah.
But having those teams, I don't know. It's been a good watch. Where's your head at in terms of the way this is trending?
From what I'm witnessing, the NL Central is a bloodbath.
Oh yes.
Currently the Pirates are beating the Cardinals 5-1. They're at the top of the 7th.
Okay, that's great for us.
Yeah, Henry Davis just hit a 375 footer.
Oh, he finally hit something.
Yeah,
one of the worst hitters in baseball, right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a complete bloodbath. If the NL West wasn't just so stacked with talent, and then the Braves being as great as they are, it's just you can see it go either way. Even though I do hope the Cubs choke and the Diamondbacks get that 6th spot, but
that's what it's going to come down to. Those teams will be good enough. The Diamondbacks, Reds, and Pirates will be good enough, and the Phillies will surge at some point to where whoever's that last wild card team, they'll be sweating their balls off at the end.
Yeah, the Phillies, they are 7-3 in their last 10. They are on the 2-game losing streak, but They lost to the Reds in
Well,
both those games. So,
I mean, yeah, and they hung 6 runs on Paul Skeens, or I think 5 runs on Paul Skeens. Like they chased him out of the game. The talent is there.
mm-hmm. They
They just have
swept.
to play like it. And
They swept the Pirates.
yeah,
And then they have an upcoming
the front end of that rotation too.
Yeah, and then they got a home. They have a home series against the Guardians up next.
Yeah, but then they travel to the bottom left corner, and that's when shit gets serious. Where they go Padres, Dodgers, Padres.
Whew.
And I mean, those 9 games could make or break this first half of your season. Where if you go 2-7 in those 9, you are climbing an uphill battle for the rest of the summer. If you go 6-3 in those 9, you now come out just huge, and then you go to the south side of Chicago, where I mean it's not as easy as it used to be, but you still should beat the White Sox. You go play a struggling Blue Jays team. Then you come to Milwaukee. Obviously, the Brewers good team, but then you go. This is their must-win games. They go Marlins, Mets, Nationals, Mets, Pirates, Royals, Reds, Tigers, Mets, like that. And the All-Star break is after that Tiger series. So that end of the summer, that last push is they're gonna have 2 pushes. They have a hard push where you got to take some, and then you have your easy games where you have to take all of them. Because then you come out of the All-Star break, you go Mets, meh. I mean, there's still a $1 billion payroll, but meh. But then you go Dodgers, Yankees, Marlins, Orioles, nobody cares, and then you play the Cardinals for 6 games in August. You go to Seattle, hard place to win. And then you end with the Diamondbacks, who you're probably competing with for a wild card spot at that point.
Yeah.
And that's how the summer ends. And at that point, who knows what's going to happen in September, because, wow, their September schedule is horrible. Oh, my God. Diamondbacks, Braves, Astros, not great, but whatever. Then Braves, only 2 games against the Nationals. And then they get their Mets games out the way. But they end with 3 against the Brewers in Milwaukee, or at home, and 3 against the Rays at home. And if the Brewers and Rays are playing like they're playing, those will be games for their respective one seeds.
Their respective one seeds, yeah.
And that's because you played Atlanta 6 times. The Brewers, I mean, you're playing 3 current division leaders and the 2 top current number 1 seeds in baseball.
Oof.
Shit.
Bloodbath.
I don't know. It's too early to tell. That's the best way to put it. Obviously, you want to overreact to the Cubs because of how bad they've been recently, but they're going to figure it out. They're going to make the playoffs.
They should.
We want to overreact to the Yankees not being in first. They might end up there. They should end up there. Who knows? Maybe they won't. Maybe the Rays will stay fantastic, but they'll probably end up there. We want to freak out that the Tigers suck and that Screwball's hurt. Screwball comes back, the Tigers start to hit again, and they're right there. And like same with the White Sox being good. Do the White Sox keep it going? We don't know. We are just over a fourth of the way into the season, approaching a third of the way, and we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's the beauty of it.
But I think that's the best way to describe this. We really don't know. But I think but unfortunately, I do think the Dodgers will be the Dodgers. They're gonna get hot. Way too talented for them not to be. So
yeah. Well, and they started poor, and since have been hot enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
plus Otani is having another.
Well, he's doing. Yeah, oh my God, that fucking
Jesus
dickhead.
Fucking Christ.
What is beautiful about Otani right now is he's hitting. Let's see the Otani slash line here. We're looking at 272, 399, and 486. So like an 885 OPS. He was over 1,000 last year. The problem is you just wander over to the other side of the ball because he's the only player in baseball you can do that with.
Yep.
And he's got a .73 ERA after 5 scoreless innings last night.
Fuck.
And a .04 whip. He's a starter with a .84 whip.
Oof.
That means, I mean, you think about it, in a 5-inning start, one of those innings he's giving up no base runners, and the other innings he's giving up 1 base runner.
Yep.
and that's it. And you go to 6 innings, there's a 20% chance, there's a higher percent chance he gives up no runners in an inning than he is to give up a run in that inning.
Yep.
54 strikeouts, 13 walks in 49 innings.
Cy Young going to him?
No.
No?
No, it will not.
Who's it going to?
He's not him, because they have a 6-man rotation, and he still is not going to pitch as much innings in his starts as the other guys.
Okay.
He will finish the year probably at least 50 plus strikeouts behind, and probably this is a shot in the dark guess, but probably 35 to 40 innings behind as well, if not more. I think, and it depends how it shakes out. I think your 3 options for, let me check to see how he's doing right now, but I think your best 3 options for NL side, or 4 options really. I mean, obviously Skeens, he's going to do his thing.
Yeah.
But then it would be Christopher Sanchez out of Philadelphia, and then obviously, as much as I'd love for it to happen, I don't see it hanging on. But the Miz out of Milwaukee, mild sleeper is, if he stays as consistent as he is, Kyle Harrison could slip into Cy Young talk simply off the fact that he's been so consistent and he hasn't had the tendency to explode like Miz has in the past, where he'll have a bad outing that then his ERA will never recover. But in terms of earned runs this year, he hasn't given up more than 2 in a single outing. Miz I don't think has either. No, I take it back. He gave up Miz he gave up 3 against Boston, which that is what it is. But other than that, and he also gave up 3 against Pittsburgh. Not great. That one was bad. But you look at stuff like that where Miz is more susceptible to the long ball. He's more susceptible to some bullshit happening. Like the start of the Cubs game, we walked to start the game, and it's oh my god, here we go again. And Kyle Harrison doesn't have that. He's been so consistent. He hits his spots like no other. His up and out fastball is on a righty is one of the more dialed in pitches you've seen in the major leagues, where he just hits that spot and hits that spot and hits that spot. But I think the Brewers could have a 2-horse race, which actually hurts them. Multiple guys on the same team going for Cy Young usually hurts both of those guys, because wins get shared, and then wins wins don't matter, even though if they're winning a ton of games, because they both have big wins if it's a good team. And it also falls back on the fact that voter bias is a thing. There are guys that like Milwaukee. There are guys that like Chicago. They're whatever. We need guys that like Milwaukee to all vote for the same person.
Yep.
And not split their votes among multiple Brewers. So I don't know. But no, Shohei Ohtani, to answer your question, will not win the Cy Young. I would bet U.S. currency on that right now. It would be a no to win the Cy Young.
Okay. All right.
The innings thing is going to be the biggest thing, because they're going to have a 6-man rotation. They already do, and then when Snell gets back, it's going to be even more where the bullpen's going to be healthier each day. And there's going to be no reason for Ohtani to go deep into games, and if I had to guess, he won't, just for health.
Okay.
And remember, when he gets hurt, the pitching gets shut down first and stays away longer. So any injuries happen, he comes back slower to the mound than your normal pitcher.
Yeah. I'm looking at the I'm looking at the NL Cy Young favorites. Even though it is from ESPN, it's Paul Skeens at 230 leading the pack, Christopher Sanchez at 250, Ohtani 550, Chris Sale 650, and the Miz at 800.
I like Chris Sale, but I would never bet on him to stay healthy the entire season.
Yep, that's completely fair.
Yeah, but no, I would never touch a Shohei Ohtani Cy Young bet. Probably for the rest of his career, just for the same reason. The Dodgers are going to keep running that 6-man rotation, so if Ohtani has to drop out, they can just change to a 5 without having to call somebody up.
Okay.
And because they are a big fan of keep your guys healthy and then win the World Series. It's what's worked for them last year.
Yeah.
Where, even like Blake Snell not pitching the whole season, when he probably could have pitched in July. And they just didn't bring him back until September because, hey, we don't need you in July. We need, and I would be surprised if sometime after the All-Star break, they just shut Shohei Ohtani down on the mound and let them finish out the season guaranteed health.
Fair enough. Otani is the favorite for NL MVP, obviously.
Yeah, of course. He
Obviously.
could hit 250, and if he has a .7 ERA, he's going to be the MVP.
Yeah. And then Aaron Judge is leading the pack for AL too. So
Yeah, and that's we talked about it last year when the MVPs came. It's just tough to see anybody but them.
Yeah.
For years to come.
True.
Like you're gonna have your guys that have career years, and they're just going to rival Otani and Judge. And it's impressive, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Shout out Mike Trout for still being in the top 5.
Shout out who?
Mike Trout.
Yeah.
He's at 22-1.
I mean, he's been. Yeah, he's a great watch. I mean, again, I'm not going to take that bet. Absolutely fucking not. But I mean, I'd never bet against Ohtani or Judge to win MVP probably until 2030. There's no reason to.
Fair enough.
Because think about it this way, right? If like even if Ohtani has like a career pitching-ending injury, or like he's not going to pitch anymore, he's just going to go in the box and hit 320 with 46 bombs and 40 stolen bases.
Yep.
And Judge is the same thing. I mean, it doesn't matter how bad or how slow he gets. Like if what happens to Stanton happens to him, he's still gonna rake. He's that good of a baseball player.
Yeah.
So, yeah, our chance was last year. The chance was Cal Riley last year, where it's like, hey, this guy might do it, and there's no hope other than that.
Yep, for sure. Anything else you want to add with the MLB?
Not really, no. Nothing special.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we have been here for a very long time. We're about to hit
3
the
hours.
3-hour mark.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that presentation on NBA, and we're going to slide that to next episode.
Got it.
Which will be tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So.
Okay. Currently 50-50 on that. Should be available, but I might have to go dog sitting, which is just the worst.
Yeah, I understand that. But we should have EJ joining us tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, perfect.
So can't make any promises, but we should have them. So Yep. So tomorrow we're going to be tomorrow we're going to be breaking down Cleveland, New York game 2, and we're going to preview Thunder, San Antonio, and then the rest. You know how we all do it.
Yeah.
So
did Max or Trey say they were available at all?
I have not.
We can do a soccer recap.
I have not heard from them. I'm going to be contacting them because them and Christian and EJ is having a very long argument about James Harden. So
okay, that works perfect then. Yeah, let's get them on here. Fuck.
Yeah, let's get them on the podcast here. So
yeah.
All right, so
see if they'll go tomorrow.
Yep, absolutely. That's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. We are happy to be back, and we are looking to stay back with the summer. Now our schedules are clearing up a little bit. We're gonna try to make this consistent as we can, so we can produce the best content for you all. You all know we are quality over quantity. So that is gonna do it. From Ben, I'm CaBreon Wise, and this is Wise Talk.